Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Avatar Legends Book 1 Harvest. It's been a little bit. We took a week off. Some were at Con, other people were at other places. It has been a wild time. We got to take pictures with the cabbage mace while we were there. I hope you guys are all ready for this. Because tonight, we start the beginning of their, well, hopeful spot as a pro bending team, but we'll see. Most of these people are just fans of pro bending, but they've never actually done it. So we'll see how much the fandom helps them get their spot. So hey everybody, I'm Eric Frankhouse. I'll be your GM tonight here with the Dat family, and of course my wonderful cast. If you'd like to take us over, we have, of course, Justice back. Hi, buddy. I see you're back. How are you?
I'll unmute for that. Hey.
You doing all right? You're back in the saddle?
I'm here.
I'm here. We're doing okay.
I'm here. I'm here in at least spirit.
Hey, in spirit is better than not at all, right?
It's true.
Hey, spirit world's important in Korra, in Avatar.
You know what?
It's true. We have
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And we have our cabbage corp child. Hi, you brought your cabbage bait. Yes.
Oh, my mace!
We took pictures all over Conn. If you follow Geeks a Go-Go, you can see that stuff everywhere. Oh my lord. I can't wait. Purple and green. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
And then, of course, Moxie or Mallory. Moxie, how are you? Our avatar in training that is hiding from public, that doesn't actually know how to bend air or complete any form of trial in a normal amount of time.
This is why we're calling her Avatar adjacent. We're working on it.
Right,
but I'm great.
Theoretical avatar practice.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Zinnia is dealing with a lot of things.
I mean, her brother has been missing for weeks. For weeks. But of course, the person who had the happiest episode. Oh yeah, and you lost your amulet.
Yeah, and I lost my
yeah.
amulet. Not wearing it. It got stolen from me.
By our not
Saya
special
stole
guest.
that.
I just realized that Megan was still in our opening credits today.
Yeah,
She's there in spirit.
Megan's
She
not
snuck
here.
in.
She's here in spirit.
She snuck in there.
Steely spirit. And then, of course, Mr. Adam, the lovely program director and special person for the show, down to only a few shows left until you start up whatever the new things they are doing. But you have the best episode because you found out your parents are sponsoring your team.
Yes! I'm super excited.
And then it was abruptly stopped with the fact that Vok is standing outside giving candy and buying things from your family shop and handing it out to kids.
Yeah.
And you don't know why he's there.
I do not.
And I think that is the best place to start. Why in the heck why is Vok here? So, let me set the scene for this. While the parade is going, all the pro bending teams have walked by. The amateur teams that are interested in competing, that are known, are doing signups in the city square, right out front, out on the bay, I should say, at the square, out on the bay, next to the pro bending arena that has been rebuilt, grander than ever. It has more room for people to come and visit. They've upgraded the rules for the game. But outside, while there's the burning banner that's up for the Elk Frogs announcing their entry into this, and your mother talking to you about who's your coach going to be, you catch Vok out of the corner of your eye, handing out some of those brand new jelly-filled frog heads that you melt over the ice cream to make like that candy shell. And kids are just munching on them. People walking away with Firefox candies, like real spicy, red-hot style Firefox heads. You saw Vok first, Shay. What would you like to do?
Well, Mom's standing there, right?
Correct, right next to you. Dad is in the window doling out all the candy the kids are buying.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like I look like one of the kids in the candy shop right now. Like Shay's sitting there, like, yeah, he sees Vok and he's like, Mom, why is he here? What is he doing?
What do you mean? Oh, he's The nice guy who, well, I guess he owns a pro bending team, or owned a pro bending team, or owned a team. I'm not quite actually sure, but he donated some money to the shop to help put on this front for the elk frogs.
What was the catch for it?
Nothing. He said that he really wanted to see this team crush the Cabbage Crushers, or something like that.
He wants us to crush the Cabbage Crusher. Mom, the Ruby Bog, like, he actually came out there. He essentially tried to get me to come play for the Cabbage Crushers, and there's this whole big thing that happened out in the bog. I told you this when I was here. I guess maybe I really didn't mention him, but he's the guy that did all that stuff out there, and there was crazy madness.
Nice.
On the surface, I mean, maybe he's not a terrible guy, but he's definitely a pain.
I don't know.
Are you sure there's
pay for the jerseys?
Did the jerseys too? Oh man.
Are you sure this is the same guy who came out there and caused all those problems?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and
as he's like waving at kids and like handing out, you see he pulls out little patches and he like asks questions about who was the champion of the pro bending circuit 4 years ago, and he hands it out. And in the background next to him, you see Bolin standing there, and he's talking to kids and handing out stuff alongside him.
Mom,
he's got like a whole bunch of fire ferret candy.
Mom, you didn't say that Bolin was also going to be here too. What is Bolin doing here? Is he actually going to hear? Is he here to watch? Is he actually going to watch us? Oh my god, I'm really nervous now. Oh god, what do I do? I look over, and I just grab Xenia, and I'm like, Xenia, what are we going to do? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm sorry.
god,
I'm really excited. I'm really excited right now. I'm a little nervous right
with,
now as well too.
Do with what? What is happening?
What do you mean? What is happening? Do you know who that is standing over next to Vox? Yeah, Vox annoying, but that's Bolin. Bolin was a part of Team Avatar. He was on the Fire Ferrets. He's totally awesome. He can lava bend. How cool is that?
I'm 100% just
Very
implying
cool.
impaired to you right out of the gate for as excited as you are, unless Xenia wants to try to calm you down. I'm giving you that right out of the gate.
I will attempt, but I don't know that there is any stopping this train whatsoever.
That would be guide and comfort using harmony, and I don't know how harmony really plays for Xenia.
Let's look, because I don't remember either. I have a 1.
I think it's your
It's
strong
not my
suit.
worst.
I don't think
It's
your
not my
strong
strong suit at all, but I'll try. Oh, it's fine. I got a 12. So
Of course. But
Of course you do. Of course. But of course you got a 12. The Avatar never rolls below 10.
At Frank House, I feel like that's been your question the past like few games I've been with you. You're just like, why am I here? What am I doing?
Exactly. Yes. So I will take the impaired away from you, I guess.
yeah.
As you get yourself centered. And Bolin's like patting kids' heads, and he's talking to Vok.
It's great. It's great that he's here. Like, I know he's really cool because, like, I mean, I think he's really cool too because he's an Earthbender and like I am an Earthbender, right? But it's cool, right? Because we'll get to meet him and he's here and like there's no pressure on this, right? So like just
No pressure whatsoever. We only have to try to sit there and beat all these other amateur teams, which none of us have really ever pro bent before, but I think it's going to be really awesome because we might even have to go up against them. If we have to go up against them, I might start to hyperventilate even more. I need a bag. Somebody hey kid, give me a bag. And I just grab a bag from like a kid.
there we go.
As you're breathing into it, this tiny little lemur rat crawls out of the bag as you're trying to breathe, pushing in your face.
Oh no!
Just spit up all this hair.
Climbs out carrying some of the kid's candy out of his bag and running, and the kid goes chasing after him. When that happens, your dad looks up from the window and goes, Shay, are you all right? You're not hyperventilating again like when you were a kid, are you?
No. No. I'm good. I'm good, Dad. Yeah. Pops.
So what would you like to do?
Um.
Let me just put this first clock in.
Okay. I'm calm. Guys, if you also notice, Bach is also over there as well too. And Mom says that he was, and I kind of like pull Xenia and Jade kind of off to the side, be like, Bach's here. Mom says that he paid for our jerseys and all this other awesome stuff for like my family shop. And
yeah.
Do I have to wear this? It's pro bending. It's for kids. Am I really supposed to be a part of this?
I love that you're still keeping up this act. I love this.
Team. You're on the team, Jade. You gotta be on the team. You're gonna be on the team, and it's gonna be great. Okay. Okay.
I suppose you do need my help. I mean, what would you be without me, right?
One person shy from being an awesome pro bending team. Well, damn,
Mom goes, well, with the new rules, we need a goalie, and only airbenders and weapon users can be goalies. So,
I mean,
have a weapon person. Airbenders are really rare.
Yeah. I mean, weapons. Jade can take care of that, and we have Earthbender, Firebender. And we've got.
Yep.
And he kind of like looks around to like look at Sormac, and then he just like he's been so excited he just realizes that Sormac's not here, and just like he feels like
short of waterbender. And your mom would ask, like, well, where's your friend Sormac? You went to school with him? He's good at like tack and water, and where's he at?
Yeah, he took off from the tribe a couple weeks ago. I know he came into the city. We haven't seen him. He hasn't been back since.
Well, that's an amazing question. Sormac, when you left 3 weeks ago on the motorcycle after, finding out your sister is the Avatar, where did you flee to?
Well, glad you asked. Oh, you want I was actually asking you. Yeah.
Spit it out, Sormac.
So, Sormac was hurt. Sormac was sad. He went out of his way to find his sister and bring her back to the tribe and really bring her into the fold and make sure Dad knew that he fucked up and or whatever 17-year-olds say in lieu of that. He was hurt that she didn't trust him with her secret. And he was also hurt that she didn't ask for his help. Being the older brother, even though she's the guardian. Yeah. So would Maury. So yeah, after the paternity test came through, so we're good to go.
That is true. There was a paternity test involved.
Yeah. We should have taken this to Public City Radio.
Oh my God.
So Sormac, in typical teen angst, stormed away. Right.
Okay.
Everybody was having their discussions. He was trying to like sketch out some stuff, a new invention or something to get his mind off it, and he just couldn't do it. So he stormed off. He took the motorcycle that he obviously did not know how to ride, but thought maybe he could figure it out, and he went off into the bog. That moment where you had that opportunity to apologize, but you went past it, and so now you're the asshole. Like you passed. Like there was the moment of righteous indignation that you could like ride for a little while, but then
most of my years as a teenager.
Yeah, you take that teenager angst and you bury that deep down. So Sormac first went out and wandered through the woods for a while, cut down some trees and like kicked rocks and did all that stuff. And as he started to calm down, he realized she was just scared. And now I'm not being a good older brother.
No, you're a jerk.
Should have I had the opportunity to be there for her, and I was a total butt. But now I can't go back and apologize. And so he stayed in the woods for a couple days, just kind of like wallowing in self-pity. And then he decided that he needed to do a grand gesture to come back and make amends. So he went back to Republic City with the intent of a new invention that he's it kind of started spinning around in his mind. And he went back to his little his dorm room that he has his equipment shop
Doc
set up.
Offered you a place. Did you take it?
No. I am not ready to surrender the family just yet. So I'm doing this on my own. I feel like this is something I need to do. And so I've spent the last couple weeks working on a new invention. There were several failures and high points and low points. I definitely went out in the city and got some inspiration from like turtle ducks and pigeon raccoons or whatever. So I've been waiting for this moment of grand reveal. I'd like to think that I'm actually following them around like a couple blocks behind, like waiting for the opportunity to like come in and make my presence known.
Okay. So I'm gonna need some rolls for your invention when we do it to see if you successfully built this thing.
Boy.
You can do it. Pick your skill you want. Give me. I'll give you 3 rolls to fill a 6-part clock.
Okay. Because I am currently shifted towards progress, do I get a +2 from that?
You sure do.
Yeah.
Creativity.
So if you can fill that, we'll talk about your thing and how well it works. And if you don't fill it, just don't say anything yet, and we'll figure out how bad it is. So, are you watching the front of Shay's shop? Because you've obviously been here when you guys went to college together, and into the school together. Are you here watching the parade and seeing the announcement of the Ruby Bog? The Elk Frogs from the Ruby Bog, and as an amateur team, possibly pro bending team. Are you somewhere in the crowd?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Like across the street, I'm not like integrated in. I'm like in an alley down the street with a hood pulled up over my head.
Classic teenager.
You know, yeah.
Well then, as this slides back out of the alley, from wherever you got this contraption in a bag kind of sitting on the ground. And it slides back right over Shay's shoulder between Shay and Xenia, seeing Vok and Bolin talking to each other. I need to know what the 3 of you are going to do. Vok has been a problem since episode 1.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to why he's here, but Xenia, gotta go talk to him. Find out what he's up to, but don't hurt him yet. Yet.
Okay. I can deal with that. That's a compromise. See, when I stabbed the car, everybody got really upset, but like I was right. So this is a compromise that I can work with. Yes, I won't hurt him yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you
so
give me Tum-Tum's poll as well?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Tum-Tum's poll, please.
I need to know what Tum-Tum's doing during this huge parade. Tum-Tum, for those who are new to the show, is our elk frog. You can see him on the screen in the middle. Tum-Tum is a large, like, appa. He jumps like a 1/4 mile to a mile each hop. They rode him to town, if you missed last episode. He is also here, and every time we do it, there's a vote that goes up. Tum Tum is always curious and something. And something is voted on by all of you. So today we're going to have a couple of options. We're going with 3 this time for this part of the show. We want to know if Tum Tum is going to be brave. Oh, it should be curious, not brave. I apologize. Curious. Curious and. So is he curious and a super fan? Curious and hungry? Or curious and dirty? He was brave last episode. Want to know how I have to play him this episode? Don't worry, Tum Tum's your friend, sort of. Needs children as a rite of passage. He spits them back.
Exactly.
As a rite of
It's like
passage.
sucking the salt off a peanut. You don't eat the shit.
You're fine.
Just lick it clean.
3-minute poll. Get your stuff in.
Today, Tum Tum is curious. Oh, we already got curious and dirties, it looks
Ooh.
like. So,
Wow.
if you're
Dirty
gonna
is
approach Vok, dirty's would be great if it's dirty. I have a great idea.
Dirty is winning.
And a super fan. Don't forget you can use bits too to vote. What are you guys gonna walk up to and say to Vok since he's right next to Bolin? Which means Shay has a -2 to everything he's doing next to. Oh no, you got rid of that.
Yeah. As we're having this conversation, can I also use Suspicious Mind
To do what?
to like be observant during this conversation? So then at the end of this conversation, if I roll well enough, I can ask questions and I have to know the truth.
Absolutely. I'll say you're kind of watching out during this. So are you standing back and watching while he's talking?
I will let Shay do the majority of the talking, but I will stand beside Shay while he does it so he feels like he's supported.
Right.
So I
he
can
doesn't get
observe
nervous and
freely.
Puke in front of Namtuk. So you walk up. Bolin sees you come up. He's like, "Hey, I heard you guys are the new amateur pro bending group. I love your logo. It's not the fire ferrets, but it's very good."
Yeah, it's from it's from that Tum Tum's on the other side of the street. Yeah.
That's a good question. We'll find out when Tum Tum's thing is finished.
Okay.
You look around, you don't see him right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our mascot for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm from the Ruby Bog, like right outside of.
And he grabs one of the candy things and he bites into it. And your dad's like, never mind. I'm not going to tell him what to do with it. He's like, I have heard you are super talented. This gentleman here, and he points to Vok. He's like, not that I always trust people, but I was told by him that you guys are superb pro benders. Lots of experience. Best of the best.
Thanks, Vok. Really appreciate that. How are
well, I mean, I wouldn't want to talk you up too much, but I mean, you have quite the skill. I watched you face off against one of the Cabbage Crushers. You did really well. You held your own.
I mean, I got a point on him. Yeah, I would say I did. I did hold my own. It was yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty impressive.
Hey, buddy, what are your 2 principles? I'm pushing you.
My 2 principles are care and force.
I'm pushing you towards care, actually.
Pushing me towards care.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. Are you resisting or are you taking it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to resist. Oh, Frank House. We have a tie for Tum Tum between Superfan and Dirty.
Oh.
Okay.
Tiebreaker.
I got a.
No, I'm just gonna play both.
Yes.
I got a 7.
You got 7. 7 for resisting a shift. On a 7 to 9, you choose to clear a condition or mark a growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong, or shift your balance towards the opposite principle, or learn what their principle is if they have one. If you already know, take +1 forward against them.
Now,
previously you had learned that his was ego.
That was one of them, though, right? Can I learn his other?
You only
principle?
get one as an NPC.
Oh,
you only have one.
That's right.
So you could push him to break him if you would like. makes him honest when his ego goes away.
Yeah. I'll try to push back on him.
Okay. Just as you push back on him, he's like, why? We're friends.
Yeah. Just I don't want you to hype me up too much. I mean, I don't want it to seem like we've already like won the amateur.
I told him you know how to use lightning. Your mom showed me the basement.
You're in the basement?
She's shown nobody that basement. You didn't even know it was there.
When did she show you the basement?
Well, this afternoon. Said that I said we were good friends. That I knew you're a professional firebender. That you're an amazing pro bender. She was super excited. Decided to show me around the place. I asked what was in the basement. She showed me how the place was lit. I mean, we dropped off the boxes of jerseys that were handed away to kids, and Bolin showed up. And I mean, I'm just saying, it's quite the festival out front of the shop.
Well, I do want to say I appreciate you doing all of this, Fock. Thank you.
Of course, as your coach, or well, I'd like to be your coach.
Our coach?
Yeah, your coach.
Coach.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
All three of you are like.
Can I roll for assess the situation?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
All right, here we go.
You guys seem really nervous about this. You're such a friendly person.
Horrible. I rolled a 4. That's 5 total with creativity.
He is being 100% honest. He is here to. He wants to coach you. He's like, originally Bolin was going to do it, but with him being the Fire Fair's previous coach, instead I've hired him as your trainer.
Let me get this straight. You want to coach us, and Bolin gets to train us? That's
well, at least during the amateur part. When we go pro, he wouldn't be able to do it anymore.
Oh no, but that's really cool. Isn't that cool? That's cool.
We set up a field for you and everything.
I heard about that, which is awesome. I can't.
Yep. Your family really pitched in for it.
I mean, this is.
I'm gonna shut this thing down.
So, here's the.
I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sormac, you are definitely able to see all this, so if you want to jump in and do anything, you let me know.
I'll let Sormac make a move. No, you're not taking a move. I want to kind of like shut this thing down.
Okay.
And do Bonzu Pippin Patalopsicopoulos the Third.
Oh, no.
I need practice. I haven't used it in a while. I'll say it with gusto this time.
You have to take a fatigue, right? Or you have to take the condition. What does it start? Okay.
Foolish, but I haven't had fatigue yet, so I'm taking 1 fatigue right now. So Bonzu Pippin Patalopsicopoulos the Third.
What are you saying to him? 'Cause right now, he's just trying to be your coach.
So I disappear for a second and go by Tum Tum here, and then I grab some stuff.
Tum Tum is in the alley blocking the view to Sormek. That's why you can't see him right now. And he is filthy because he's been playing with kids in the alley. So dirty, in fact, his brand new jersey that was made for him is covered in jam and dirt.
Jam and dirt.
Tum Tum, what are you doing?
All right. And he like moves, and you see Sormek behind him.
Hey, Sormek! Hey, buddy! I see you! I see you! Hello? Sormek, I know it's you!
No, I'm not Sormek.
Excuse me. You're doing your disguise. He may not even know it's you.
Oh, wait. I gotta get into character real quick.
Oh,
so I have this disguise. I grab like a bunch of like blankets from Tum Tum and then put it under my shirt. and then I put another like kind of like a tunic and like a fake beard and mustache.
Okay.
Be like, excuse me, sir. Aren't you Sormac?
No, you are mistaken, sir.
And he like licks you
think...
once and flips your hood back.
Aha! You have been revealed.
Right, yeah, that's Sormek. Yeah, that's... Hi. Do I know you?
Well, I'm here to train your team.
Oh god. No.
I'm the legendary.
Oh no. I know where this is going.
Sorry. Going back.
It's okay.
I'm the legendary pro bender trainer.
What name are you using? Is it gonna be Triple D?
Pippin, Dapalopticus.
The fourth?
The fourth. Sorry, I'm a little short on names today, but this will go somewhere.
I'm gonna be Triple D from what I know you're taking it from, but
I mean, a pro bender pip is what.
Right. I apologize. I am not familiar with someone of your stature and illustrious. I really don't follow the pro bending scene that much. I'm sure my friend Shay would probably love to meet you, though. But I look. I wasn't. Could you just leave me alone?
Are you sure you're supposed to join your friends so we can go trade?
I don't know anything about that. Is that straw?
What straw? I don't know what you're talking about.
Jade.
oh my lord.
Your mustache is falling off.
Jade, your mustache is falling off.
I don't know, Jade. Oh, is that one of your teammates?
What? I'm trying to make an entrance. You're ruining everything.
And it camera
don't
cuts
worry.
back to the two standing next to Vok and Bolin with whatever the hell's going on in the alley in the background. All the kids are laughing their asses off back there, just losing it over whatever's going on. And they're going, Pip, 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 Pip in the background. What are you two doing with Vok before she has a chance to come over here and try to snuff out his flame?
Have I been doing observation enough to roll
Absolutely.
for suspicious mind? Cool.
Yeah, feel free. Shay's
I'm
anything you wanna do
sweating
while she
after
rolls for
that.
Suspicious mind? Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay, well,
Is there
I
anything you
got
want to
it.
do while she's doing Suspicious Mind?
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna talk to, kind of say to Vok in the nicest way possible. Be like, look, I know we had like some differences and everything on the Ruby blog, and kind of left when all the stuff kind of happened, and
Yeah, it was quite a blow to my ego. I gotta be honest.
oh, I mean, it wasn't the best time, the best stuff that happened out there, but
Yeah, but I'm a changed person.
completely changed, and you're
100%.
definitely doing this all out of the goodness of your heart, right?
No, I'm doing this because I want to be a coach. Cabbage Corp won't let me be a coach. I'm doing it because I want to be a coach. Look,
Well,
I
they
am a
won't
very
let you
good
coach the Cabbage Crushers at all.
No, they won't let me coach the Cabbage Crushers. Xenia, what'd you get?
got a 10.
A 10. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
You get two
So
questions,
I
right?
I get 2 questions.
What do you wanna ask? Before Pip runs over here. Cannot wait.
Pro bender Pip.
Already wearing the jersey and everything.
My first question will be, why do you actually want to be our coach?
Well, you don't get to ask him questions with assess. You understand.
Oh,
what's
I
going
have.
on.
Okay.
It's more like
So I
sense
have to
mode.
do the ones that are there.
Well, I can tell you this: you don't see him wearing any Cabbage Corp stuff at all. You're guessing he was let go.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. So then, my second question, I'll do. What are you like? What is he worried about in this moment?
He wants to prove that he's the best coach in pro bending history. Like, he's got stacks of books in his satchel. You can see it says Pro Bender is the legend of the last, 10 coaches, how the Fire Ferrets got victory using the Avatar. Like, he's doing some hardcore studying.
So, in other words, if he did become our coach and then he found out that I was the Avatar and he's got that book on him.
He's just been studying how to be the best team. Best coach for a team. That's what he's doing. 100% wants to be the best coach.
Okay.
I would say so much so that while ego is his main thing, if he gets pegged, bashed again and his ego gets shattered, he's probably going to change what his principle is. Because you guys have shattered his ego twice now.
Yeah. I am going to look at Bach and say, okay, so here is the deal. I, along with Shay and our other teammates, will discuss, because obviously we have not picked a coach yet.
You're gonna have a hard time finding one. Sign-ups today. And I'm not doing that trying to underhand. I'm just saying you need to get over there on that big old elk frog ears and sign up, or these jerseys don't mean anything. Also, who's that? As he points to the short man with the mustache walking up behind you.
Yes.
Pip, walking behind them.
Pip? Question mark?
Yes, let me introduce myself. You must be, Senya? Is that right?
Yes? Do we know each other?
Aang?
Well,
That can't be Aang. And he turns and walks away to start signing stuff for kids.
well, Shay's here. Hello, Shay.
Hi. And your name is
I'm Pip.
Pip.
Yeah, Pip.
I think it's
Pip.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I'm Pro Bender Pip. I'm a legend around these parts.
Vaco's a legend for what? For pro bending.
Oh, one of the greatest coaches.
Oh God. Well, you got a 12 plus. I can't argue. He goes.
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
And what team did you coach? I have all the books. And he pulls out the history and he starts flipping through.
You see Shay over his shoulder too, and they're both just scanning, trying to find out who Pip is. Look at, I don't know if I've ever heard of this Pip.
It could be.
And I'm over there sweating. I'm sweating, and I'm just oh, beavers.
The what?
Slippery Beavers. They're a very good pro bender team back in the day.
Beavers. I mean, there used to be backyard teams. Maybe it was a team previous to recorded history. What I mean, and you guys are hunkered down over this.
Even I'm looking over his shoulder at this book at this point. I'm literally
I don't think that's is that?
It's a team.
Okay. Are you here or do you have a team?
You are my team.
I'm your team? Actually, this is my team I'm trying to get, if they'll let me.
Oh, no. This is my team right here.
And he turns and looks to Shay's dad and he goes, I thought you said they didn't have a coach yet. They don't have a coach yet. Oh, they're saying that guy's saying he's the coach. I don't know who that is. In pro bending history, I've never heard of a Pip. Vox like, it's not in the book. Shay, do you know this person? Your dad asks.
I mean, looking at backyard teams and when I do know that there was, when I think about history, that there were some coaches that did help some of the backyard teams transfer over to pro bending as well too. But a lot of that stuff has been lost, especially even at schools as well too. I thought there was more of a zip rather than a Pip, unless they've got history wrong. But
you must remember. You must remember back in the day.
I wasn't alive back in the day. I'm 18.
Oh, sorry. Maybe you have heard of the 5 tenets that I came up with pro bending.
Oh no.
The 5 Ds.
The five. You came up with the 5 Ds?
Pro bending. Yeah. Dodge, duck, dip, and dodge.
I was waiting for it.
Oh
my god, I'm sweating so bad.
that was you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was me.
Bach goes, oh, that's a legend. I'll give you all a moment to discuss. I'm gonna go help hand out candy with Bolin, and you see he's signing like Namtuck pictures and stuff like that in the background. Bach goes, look, you got an hour to get signed up. If it's me or this coach, or you just go sign yourself up and say you're looking for a coach, you have to have a coach. But regardless, if you pick me or if you pick whoever that is, I will pay the entry fee. Okay? And he sets down money with your dad and says it's for entry. He's like, I'm gonna walk away. Do what you need.
Wow.
So I'll leave you all together. Sormek, you have watched the most chaotic thing possibly break out in the center of this. And Tum Tum is looking at you and you're looking at him, and it's definitely that moment of like, what just happened? Like, you can see the frog is even wanting to know what happened. He like wipes some of the dirt off of himself and wipes it on one of the kids. Sormek, what do you want to do?
I think this is my moment. I've got my hood pulled up and walk up to the group and, oh, is this the elk frog team?
Well, are you another coach? What is going on?
No,
Senya? Where did
I
Jake
hear
go?
you're missing a waterbender.
Sormek, you're back.
Yeah, hey,
and I'm literally just running and giving him a hug if he's not fighting me off. Like, I'm running and jumping and.
I'm
If you can
sorry.
dodge a cabbage, you can dodge a lightning.
That's it.
Oh Lord. I'm sorry. I just realized that was a poor choice of words for like the team name. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I'm so sorry.
Beaver saying no.
No. I want a slippery
There's gotta be a
beaver
beaver on a
sticker.
slip and slide, just like diving.
I want, if you can dodge a cabbage, you can dodge a lightning bolt somewhere on those jerseys. I don't care how we do it, but I want it on it. Please.
Tattoo. We're all getting tattoos later on our
That's the
ankles.
answer. Yes. That's it.
That's a real tattoo I'd probably actually get.
Oh
too.
no.
Let's go. Team
After-
Avatar for life tattoos.
After Xenia gives Sormak a hug and they kind of part, I would run over and just give him a hug. And be like, we have our waterbender. We have our waterbender. You're back. I've missed you. I've missed you. Oh man,
waterbender.
so much has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm still hugging
Sorry.
him. I'm like, why are you sorry to me? You don't have to apologize to me.
I'm not. I'm not. You.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I let him
Yeah.
go.
Just Well, just give me a minute. I missed you too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Like the same height, and it's like, what? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Zinnia. I made you a thing.
You made me a thing?
Yeah. I wasn't a very good big brother, and I'm sorry. And I made you a thing to make up for it.
Ooh.
But does
Okay.
it work is the question. Give me
That
your
is the question.
your rolls.
I rolled a 9, a 14, and a 13.
Let's
Okay,
go.
They're
What
in
did
the
you make there,
roll 20,
Sormac?
but I didn't add the 2
Oh, okay.
plus to it.
What did you make, Sormac?
Well, I think it's probably better if maybe we go inside real quick to show you what it is.
Sure. We can do that.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Maybe
I'll switch us to
just
the
not the something in the public. Maybe we shouldn't just. I'm sorry, and I wanted to make a thing, and I wanted to show you that I support you, and I didn't know how to say it, and so I let's go inside. I made you a thing.
Okay.
Well, swap maps. I got the lovely shop set up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, it's yummy goodies shop, ladies and gentlemen.
Yummy goodies. Yummy goodies. So, what are you gonna show them? What do you got?
I think he froze.
Oh no.
Oh no!
He's like, and I got you nothing. I disappear on you
Oh,
again.
hey.
Ah,
I'm
fooled
back.
you.
Serious. Oh, there he is!
His ice powers are
Alive!
Got you good.
Putting windows in and cut the cable. Check.
Yeah, 1 second. I gotta lower my. Yeah, we're just gonna close chat. Sorry guys, I'm leaving chat. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we go inside, and I have a backpack on, and I pull it off, and I reach down in, and I pull out 2 bracers that go on your hands, and they have a little turbine in them with a funnel to help you direct your airbending and boost your airbending, but have more control over it, because I know that you're struggling with it a little bit, and I know that training. I assume that air is probably going to be difficult for you because you're grounded, and I just thought that this would be a really good gift to help you try and achieve your avatarness.
Grounded is the nicest way I've ever heard someone say stubborn as hell.
Yeah. I think she's going to take the bracers, and she's gonna put them on. And she's kind of got this cover up thing that she's been wearing while they've been traveling, and so she pulls the sleeves down over the bracers, but keeps looking at them every once in a while.
Has those elbow ties that let them drop down over top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I don't
much.
know exactly how they're going to work perfectly. Because I don't have airbending, so I had to I studied the turtle doves and the bat raccoons and the rat pigeons, and I tried to I checked out their aerodynamics, and I hope they work.
Oh, it's really sweet, Sormac. Thank you. And when we, are not around a ton of people, I'm happy to try them out, and we can see.
Take your time. It's just a little thing. It only took me 3 weeks to figure it out, and I blew up part of my lab trying to do it. But it's. Is it okay?
They're more than okay. It is one of the nicest things anybody has ever done for me. Thank you, really. And hey, Sormac, look at me. We're okay. Okay, we're okay.
All right.
So sitting in the back room talking, there's a knock on the doors. You kind of have a little bit of privacy in there. And your dad leans in and goes, "Hey, I don't want to be rude, but like, you have like 30 minutes to get the sign up."
Oh.
Oh, yeah, right, Shay.
Yeah.
I had an idea.
Huh?
So,
And who is that? Your dad points at the person with the fake mustache just chilling inside.
Ping. Hey,
No. Pip.
Jade.
Pip.
She walks over and grabs the mustache and pulls on it.
No, wait, okay. I have an idea. I had an epiphany. This is what I was gonna bring this back, and then we got distracted, and I'm sorry. What if we go back to Vac and say, look, Pip says that they'll cover our entry fee and food for the whole season, and see if he'll beat it to be our coach, and then we go sign up.
Dad goes, "I can cover food, everybody. Our shop's doing really good."
But if we can get it paid for.
Yeah. And we really appreciate that, but we don't want you to have to spend money if you don't have to. And I kind of stabbed his car once because he's a bad person. So I don't mind to make him pay
nice
for food.
to us. All right. Well, you do.
He was less nice before.
Your dad's like, "That's fine," and he's kind of puts his hands up, walks out. He's like, "Who wants another Firefox?" And like heads back to the window.
I really like your dad, by the way. He's really cool.
Yeah, he's a great dad. Him and Mom both are. I mean, but Mom was telling me that Vok has been incredibly generous and everything. I just can't help but think
Maybe
that
he's
there's
had a
like
change
some
of heart. Maybe he just wants to help us.
Maybe having somebody stab the thing you care about most will do that to you. It's just a thought.
Well, I mean, in all honesty,
dying to a bunch of machines.
I mean, he does know pro bending. I mean, he was an announcer for a really long time, and I mean, I can't, Jade, I can't believe you were Pip. That's you got me good. You got me so good.
Fooled you all.
That was a great voice too.
Oh my god, slippery beavers. The other pro bending tournament shirt you never wanted, but you must have.
You know what? We could give him a shot, and then if anything, we could always bring Pip back into it as well too.
It's true,
Pip, right? Not Zip Zip. There was a Zip Zip, but you're the Pip. Okay, totally different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now remember, you do need a goalie now. So if they're the coach, they can't be the goalie as well.
Yeah, so for right now at least, we say yes to Vok. We assume that he's turned over a new leaf. If something bad really happens, we get rid of Vok and we find a new coach. But Jade's got to be goalie because only airbenders or weapons users can be goalies, and I can't be goalie.
Or tech.
I'm not good enough for there. But... Yeah, or tech, but we also need a waterbender. So
you could also get a different coach. There are other options. So there is the janitor from Cabbage Court back by where.
That's true. There's a janitor.
There is your two family members, the two firebenders, but they're sponsoring. They could coach, but I mean they are fans. There is the dad and his kid. They could technically coach. They do understand stuff. They're not the best, but they do understand it. And then I would assume randomly that you could try to convince Bolin to do it, but that would be very difficult.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, he's a horrible coach in the animated series.
Yeah.
His team was the worst team.
But he's a trainer. A good trainer.
I think Bolin is meant to be a trainer and not a coach.
Yeah. I mean, there are tons of other people, but I mean, in all honesty, I mean,
you got 30 minutes to sign up with someone.
Yeah.
We can always change your mind later.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
we totally
if
can.
all goes south, we just change coaches.
So we're doing this, right, guys? We're doing it. We're doing it.
I mean, yeah,
I suppose.
Okay. All right. Hands in. Here we go. We gotta.
Okay.
All right.
Start on Earth.
Fire.
Water.
What?
What?
Wait,
Cabbage.
With our powers combined, we are.
Wrong show.
Frogs.
Wrong show. Wrong
No,
show.
Oh, sorry.
Now on the wall, as it pans back, there is a picture of what they've been working on for the pro bending area for you all to train in. And it's plastered on the wall, and there's drawings all over it of them getting an area ready for you all to train in pro bending. But before that happens, you have to make it there to sign up, or otherwise the things I have planned for the next 2 episodes are going to be really hard to do if you don't make sign up.
Okay.
All right, we gotta
So
go.
with
Oh,
that,
jeez.
Yeah, let's go.
Mom, Dad, love you guys. Just run up and just give them both like a hug and each of them a kiss and say thank you guys. I love you guys so much.
of course,
and
don't
look
forget your
over and be like,
jerseys.
These are amazing, and I automatically just put mine on. I've already got it on. Yes.
Now, how are you
Wait.
getting there in under 30 minutes?
How far away is it?
Tum Tum.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can Tum Tum
Probably
do
a
it?
mile. Do you really want to jump through the city on Tum Tum?
Yup.
I'm going to tell you,
You gotta get
you're
there.
not used to jumping through a city.
That's
Oh no, he might
This
jump
could
through.
be disastrous.
Well,
I
yeah.
can't-
Hold on a sec. We may
You
just
ever
have
watch
to
King
go.
Kong?
Yeah. Well, I remember hearing about it when Cora first came here, and she was on the back of Naga, and it didn't turn out too well for her.
Got my
her dog.
motorbike. We could all pile on.
Hey.
No, you couldn't. 2 people could fit on that
Oh,
baby.
Well,
I mean, I guess you take. I mean, Jade, you try to take it. You guys go, and I'll try to keep up and fire skate.
Vox, like, I could drive you there, even if you don't pick me. As he, like, pops into your guys' conversation deciding how to get there. And Tum Tum's, like, all crouched down, ready to go.
I'll look at him and be like, "Hey, Coach, could you take us to signups, please?
Sorry, what was that? Did you say coach?
We would like you. Yes, we would like you to be our coach.
Woo!
Please."
I thought you would never ask. Bolin, pull the van around. And it pulls around, and it has the cranberry bog, the ruby bog painted on the side, with Tum Tum leaping over it, and behind them is a trail that says the Elk Frogs. He's like, I got a team van made. We needed something with space for training and going back and forth. All the team equipment's in back, but I just figured even if I jumped the gun. But hey, get in.
Pile in.
Let's go. Let's do it.
yeah, let's
Cool.
go. No time like the
Are
present.
you driving, or are you gonna let him drive, Sormek?
Oh,
Um,
it's a good question.
I'd like to remind
what?
you
I'm
that he
feeling-
stalled out his car twice getting here.
That's true. I'm feeling a little cocky. I've been in Republic City getting used to my motorbike. I
Sure.
think I can get us there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Let's rock and roll. I lost my.
What skill are you gonna use for this?
I am going to use
Smarts.
brain power.
I'm assuming skills and training, actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I
Tech.
figured it would probably be.
Yep. Let's rock and roll.
Hey,
No way, this is
Unmade
a point.
Gaming
No way.
with a
Hey,
raid
Raiders.
coming in
Raid?
strong. Hello, friends.
And I think focus makes sense here, so I'm gonna stick with focus, which is
I
the
agree.
default.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get a plus because of my off-centerness towards progress?
Well, you are trying to do this. What's your other one?
Tradition.
Yeah, I'll give you the plus for this. It's working with the tech to drive there. I'm fair. I think
Okay.
that's fair.
You guys are just in time. We're driving through Republic City trying to get to pro bending signups.
Yeah, don't worry. This
Whoa.
can't go poorly at all.
Wait. Can't be. It says I rolled a 0. I didn't think you could. I can't roll a 0 because something happened wrong there. I get
Yeah,
a
there's
plus-
no
I
way.
get a +4 at the very least, so I don't know how that happened.
don't know
Let
what
me
you
did.
re-roll that.
You messed
Skills
it
and
up,
training.
sir.
I'm doing something wrong. Okay. I'll just add the 2 manually. Okay, so it's 11.
Right, Mom.
Okay, that's above a 10. You get there with 5 minutes to spare. You get in line to sign up. People are waiting. There's a bunch of teams, a lot of younger, up to like middle-aged kids, even some teens. Actually, I think you have to be a teenager to sign up for pro vending. I lied. All teenagers signing up. And standing there is a man wearing the Cabbage Corp greens. And as you get up the sign, he's standing there as well to sign the crushers up. And he turns and he looks at Shay, and it's your good old friend, Kaz Leon. And
Shay,
he signs.
Isn't that the guy that beat you up?
Well, look who it is. You signing up for this thing, kid? And you can see he's all scarred up. He still has like a like an explosion scar on the one side of his face.
Yeah, figured I could get you one to match the other side.
Powder.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you cocky? Well. Shay, I gotta ask you. Have you ever been in a pro bending match before? Or any match for that matter? Or you just still the fanboy on the side of the ring? 'Cause last time I remembered, you got whooped in any sporting event that we did. How's your parents too, by the way? Shop doing all right?
Don't you dare bring them into this.
Oh, I'm just making sure no one was harmed from any of the gangs in the area.
Yeah, no, they're both fine, thanks. And the shop is actually doing great now. I'd suggest
Now?
Yeah, doing a lot better now because they're actually our sponsors.
You have sponsors? And he goes like this and rubs the Cabbage Corp symbol. Yeah, me too.
Cute.
Lots of money behind mine.
Money doesn't make you good at what you do.
And he like leans into you to intimidate you as hard as he can. I'm gonna do intimidation. I'm doing the maneuver bully. My maneuver is literally called bully. So I need you to I need you to give me a resistance to this man. How would you like to resist him getting ready to bully you?
I'm gonna try my best just to stand my ground, but like you kind of look down at Shay's hands and they're clenched and they're shaking. Because when he does that too, Shay remembers back because this man him and some gangs around town. Yeah, could I do a flashback, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Do a flashback. Every game should have flashbacks. Don't worry, it won't cause you any stress in this game.
Actually, like flashes back, and you see like a younger Shay. He's maybe about 12 years old, so about 6-7 years ago, and you see him just kind of like standing there, like outside of Yummy Yummy Delicious, Yummy Yummy Goodies shop.
Yummy Yummy Goodies.
Yummy Yummy Goodies, and you see like a small fire, and there's broken windows and everything, and you just see this man walking out and just like throwing stuff like out the window as like Shay's just standing up, tears streaming down his eyes as his like dad and his mom are just kind of like kneeling on the ground, just pleading for him just to stop, to leave him alone. And then you see like Shay just like he goes to like try to punch him, and he talks about him getting beat up, and he was the one that actually threw the first punch at Shay and like knocked him down while some of his other gang members came up and just started kicking him and starts yelling at him, know your place, kid, and starts talking all this shit to him and stuff. And then when
I'm doing an advanced version of call out is what I'm doing. So you would have to deny the call out. Are you getting aggressive about it, or are you just staring him down?
I'm gonna try my best to stand there, like it's to the point like his fists are like turning white. They're shaking so hard because he's actually kind of scared in this moment a little bit.
Is there any way that
the rest
we
of the
can
group would see he carries a pistol?
Whoa! Hang on a second.
Can we help Shay with this by like emotional support?
It depends on how the call out goes.
Okay.
Depends on how the call out goes. You give him a +1 if you just want to aid him. He can only get 1 +1.
I would like to just put my hand on his back and say, "You're not alone anymore, Shay."
And Vok leans in and goes, "Also, don't get in a fight because we'll immediately be kicked out."
Ooh.
Even with that +1, that only gets me a 4. I rolled a 3.
Oh
Shay-
no.
I would like to know what you do.
Like he
He leans in hard to you and
yeah, Shay takes a step back and he trips back and he falls. And he just like falls back like on his butt and everything, and
he goes,
kind of like
"Well,
puts his hand up.
I see you found the position you'll be in on the pitch. I'll see you later." And he leans back and starts to walk away. He's like, "Come on, Crushers, let's go." And it's a bunch of like big humans walking away from you. Like, you know how people are held back in school and you wonder how they're still allowed to be playing football or soccer? That is this team. As they walk away. Vok leans down and he, like the shadows over top of Shay. And he goes, "Come on, man, don't let him get to you." And he leans down to pick you up. He's like, "Bullies everywhere. You just gotta brush it off, no matter how much your ego gets shattered, no matter how many times kids ruin your entire day, no matter how many times they make you feel inferior to them. You just gotta get up and brush it off every time. Just like the bad pieces of a cabbage, just throw it away and use the good stuff. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine." Who is that guy?
Nice analogy.
He seems very mean. It's kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that's Casleon. He's a he was at one time, he was a pusher of gangs and everything around our part of town, and him and his gang actually destroyed my dad's shop years ago.
Is he still in a gang?
Yes, so.
Technically, if he gets in a fight with another team, kick him out.
Yeah,
This is
but he's
tournament standard.
Yeah, but he's smart about it. He's an intelligent guy. He was able to get like special technology for people as well too, and
Well, yeah,
he has connections.
Cabbage obviously was funding him. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Cabbage. I've been part of that court for a whole 5 months, and it was really fantastic while I was there. So how about we go get some food, get some noodles, take Bolin with us, talk about our training regime, and we figure out how we're going to handle these people. And as the signups go up, it says training. You have 3 weeks of training before your first, and you only get one match. Based on score, they will vote in who gets to join as a pro bending team. And the first one, you see him walk up, and you see a guy turn back and look. He's wearing like a judge's shoulder pad, and he's got the fan in the back, the gold and the red, and he signs it, and it says Cabbage Crushers versus Elk Frog for the first fight.
Of course.
Match.
Of course it is.
And he walks up to Vok and he goes, "Vok, I didn't want to do this to you, man. I know we're friends. We announced for a long time, but we were told that this had to be the premier event. Sorry." And he's like, "No sweat. These guys are not scary at all. We'll be fine." Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And look at him. And Pip. What happened to that Pip guy you had with you?
Show him your mean faces.
Show him your mean. This is the ref. You don't need to show him your mean faces, Sormak.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't do the bending thing. I didn't know how this works.
No, Pip decided to take a break. He found I needed to relax a little bit more. Got a little.
So
I can bring him back.
Water boy, or is he the water man?
He's going to be out in the stands watching and stuff. But potentially, if maybe to give us pointers or something. And like
With
Shay
that-
is just like he is just like crushed now as well too. Like that happiness from him is just like gone right now.
You see a shadow form over the area you're in as your super fan comes careening down in the middle of all of these people, dirty, covered in jam, frosting, his jersey's messed up, his cape that he's wearing is all dirty. As he lands in the bay to clean himself off, washing water over everything. Jade, can you give me 2d6? I want to see if he creates a wave big enough to hit the cabbage crushers as they're leaving.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. Please. Yes. That's a 10.
A 10. He
It's a-
lands and like right next to the dock where they are, and you see him like look at him as he lands next to them. And there's just a splash of water that hits them all. Doesn't knock them off, but their jerseys are soaked. They
Good.
look like garbage now. And he gets back up on the dock, like pulls himself up and lays down, and they're freaking out. Vok is on the ground laughing. And he goes, "Are we allowed to have mascots in the arena?" And he looks to the ref. He's like, we've never talked about having mascots." He's like, "I think a requirement should be that every team has a mascot that is there. That's the only way to have a true pro bending. I've been vouching for it for years now. Everyone should have a mascot. I'm just saying, if you're going to put an animal on your jersey, you should have one to represent."
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I mean, we have an elk frog. I'll ask about it, but no promises, Vok. He's like, "No, I just think it'd be a good idea. I'm going to start a clock for mascots."
Yes.
All right.
This is the best.
6-part clock.
Oh man.
Vok, because of his charming ways, automatically puts 2 in. And now you have 3 weeks to train and also get mascots. Otherwise, Tum Tum can't be at the event.
The fuck
Oh.
he
It's
can't.
not legally. I mean,
Put a wig on
that's the
him.
rules. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Wig on him? He takes like 20
Sneak him in.
seats.
Nobody will notice. Trust me.
Yeah, no. It's fine.
So the group piles
I'll do
back in the
another
van.
Bonzu.
Right. Bolin has left a note on the dash saying, "Meet me in the forest," and he gives you like this drawn map, and you're supposed to be training there tomorrow at sunup.
Ugh.
Oh,
To
that
get
is
there
so
in time,
early.
you would have to leave right now.
Right now?
Okay.
Jeez.
Like, to get there by morning, you would have to leave today. It's like a day away.
Oh, jeez.
Is that
Tomorrow-
Vok goes, "I don't
Tomorrow's
remember
only a
the
day
green."
away.
What's that?
Not-
Did you just say tomorrow is only a day away? Is there a way to mute
Oh
him from here? I can't do
no.
it. I'm not
Yeah.
in control. I'm not in control. But if you want to make it there in time and not be late for training, you would have to leave tonight. Vok goes, "Well, I can
Okay.
drive us there. You guys can rest in the back." And when he opens up the back, it's all the gear. It's a bunch of like stone discs, jugs, big old jugs of water, and then your gear, and it's like really like brightly painted wrestling gear to train in with crummy like
singlets?
wireframe helms. What was that?
Like singlets, like wrestling
Yes,
singlets.
yes.
Lovely.
And he goes, "We'll have real gear too. I didn't have time to get it. I ordered it. We just don't have it yet. I already paid for it, but we just don't have it yet. But it should be here within the. It should be here in 3 weeks. I think that's right. But I'll drive us out. Let's go by your parents' place. Get all the stuff we need. Get all your snacks. Get some extra jerseys. And Bolin and I have already set up people for you to train against.
Okay.
Train
About
against?
a day from here, roughly.
Okay.
So you planned all this before you were confirmed our coach. That's fine. Just
Yeah.
pointing. Just saying.
I like to be
confidence.
prepared. I like to be prepared. I mean, it wasn't that expensive. You know, it's just a vehicle and training gear and the rest of my severance package. But it's not. It's fine.
I guess at least he's got the spirit about him.
Mhm.
So-
So, are y'all ready?
When we go back to the store and everybody goes in to get their stuff, can I
Yum yum goodies.
take a look under the hood and see if I
Okay.
can boost the intake and overall max speed of this here
Oh.
thing, so
If
maybe
you
we
were
can get
to
a
do
couple
that,
hours
it-
rest.
Or you would have time to do the parade and hang out with people and have food and visit family. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to try to do that. No way this could go poorly.
Yeah,
Oh my
we're gonna
gosh.
break down in the middle of nowhere. Okay, all right, here we go. I'm rolling.
Oh no.
Let's
Oh, hi.
do skills and training here.
Yeah, I
But
think
can
it
I
makes
use
sense to be skill training.
can I use creativity instead of focus because I'm trying to do something that's not?
Sure. I think that's fair. You're being creative, trying
10?
to push the limits of a vehicle that you've never worked on before. Absolutely. If you want to
10.
get fat, Lucas says, if you want to get there faster, dump the water out of those barrels. What did you get?
10. Motherfucking 10.
Yeah, if you want to, you can get there and you can cut about 4 hours off the time. So you can hang here for a little bit, get some rest, and then hang out and then head out. Oh, you got a 10? Yeah, 4 seems fair. 4 hours. I was gonna say 2 originally. So
So I made some minor adjustments to the team vehicle, Vac, and I think we can get there in I think we'll shave about 4 hours off the time.
And he looks at you. You touch my baby?
I figured I was
Remember
allowed.
what happened? We had to repair my stuff. When you touch my baby.
To
I
be
didn't-
fair,
that wasn't-
I am the reason that you had to repair your stuff. I broke it.
Trust me. Trust me.
All right. Okay. We break down in the middle of nowhere. You're carrying me. I'm not walking. You're gonna carry.
Is Tum Tum coming? How do we get Tum Tum back? Is he gonna follow?
Tum-Tum's just
I
gonna
can't
follow.
leave Tum Tum alone.
I mean, you could leave him
Definitely not
here
leave
with his
Tum-Tum
family, but his family would be out of food in his shop.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Can't-
Well,
we
by
can't do that.
tomorrow.
Tum Tum can just chase after. He's as fast as the car. You could ride on Tum Tum if you wanted to. He's as fast as the car.
I can ride Tum Tum. It's my
So as
buddy.
you all right. So as you all take 4 hours to hang out, is there anything in particular in the city that you wanted to do, or are you all just resting before we go to do your pro bending training?
During those 4 hours, can I pull Shay to the side for a minute?
Absolutely.
Woo! Wait, wrong way. This way.
I think while everybody's like getting stuff ready in the shop, I'm just gonna kind of like very quietly grab onto Shay and pull him outside for a minute.
Okay.
So I want to tell Sormac just everything. Not that there's like any other big secrets. But like he wasn't with us at training and stuff, and I want to tell him. But before I tell him, do you think what we saw in those doorways was real? In the mirrors when we looked and we saw stuff, do you think any of that was real?
It felt real. I mean, what I saw with, I saw Dad's shop being destroyed and everything. That was something that actually happened. I mean, it wasn't current. I mean, it could have been something that maybe played. What did you see that really is bothering you?
I don't think I was supposed to be the Avatar.
I mean, why wouldn't it have been you? Because it was the Earthbender, right? I mean, you're perfect. You fit into that.
I don't know, but I saw like a different outcome or timeline or something. It was Sormac and Dad talking at the bog, and Sormac was talking about me. He knew about me and was asking Dad why they couldn't bring me back. And then I saw Sormac use like 3 different elements in the span of like 20 seconds.
So, in the vision, he was the Avatar?
Yeah, and I'm afraid that like by him bringing me back to the bog, that made something happen, and that's why I'm the Avatar or something. I don't know. I don't know, but what if Sormek was supposed to be the Avatar and somehow I like took that away from him?
I mean, we don't. I mean, those visions that we saw, we don't exactly know if they were real or not. I mean, that could have just been playing towards maybe the fact that he was so upset with you, and maybe that was just something that your mind was playing on. Well, maybe he was mad that maybe because he was supposed to be the Avatar. I mean, we can't really know. I mean, nobody really knows what was going on in that cave. I mean, that was a very stressful time. That was very stressful for you as well too. It could have been,
yeah,
whether it was real or not, but. I mean, I feel like it seemed like he was very genuine in his apology. I mean, he's back.
Oh, I think he was, and I'm glad he's back, and that's why I ran and hugged him so fast, because it was really hard to have, like, the one family member that, like, clearly wanted me around to just not want me around all of a sudden, and I know that I should tell him everything that happened, and I'm going to, because I should. I guess I'm just afraid that when I tell him that, what if he thinks he should have been the Avatar instead of me? What if he's mad that that's not real?
Well, I mean, but we're talking about ifs. I mean, it didn't happen. You're the Avatar. Whatever was in the mirror, regardless if that was supposed to happen or not, it didn't. Yeah. It's you. You were the chosen one.
Oh, I don't want to be the chosen one.
Yeah, that's what they all say, but you know what? You've been trying your damnedest, and it's hard. I know. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be the Avatar. That's too much work. I can barely keep my stuff together, meeting, famous pro bender and everything. In time, but just know that it happened to you. That's a different universe, a different time, if it was even possible.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna wait and tell him on the way, but we're gonna be in the car with Vok and Bolin, and they can't know, at least not yet, not until I can at least do one other element the right way, and not, blow things away on accident.
Especially Bolin, because he's one of Korra's best friends.
Yeah.
It's only gonna make him freak out too. Oh god, yeah. If he ever found out, he would really freak out.
Yeah. So right now we just keep this at the four of us and Tum Tum, I guess. And I will go tell Sormek what happened.
I'm just gonna put this here.
What in the world is that?
Bolin finds out.
Great.
Oh no!
Adam spoke that one into existence.
There we go. With that, you guys make your way to the van to get in for the road trip to go train. Now, for the ride there, it was supposed to be 8 hours, but now it's half that because apparently the van is super powered. As the scene changes and it's just a swipe of the van driving by, the elk frog jumping over the cranberry bog, hitting one of those stone pucks with its tongue, and you arrive at location at night. There are hanging lanterns and all these brightly colored, like fuchsia and blue trees as we are hitting the beginning of spring. Everything has been thawed at the cranberry bog, and everybody is really excited about this harvest, this centennial year. Not only is this training grounds, Vok has turned this into a full-on exhibition match for training. You're training in the morning, and at night, you'll be doing exhibition. And he says, the only way to really learn is to do it in front of people, because the pressure will crush you otherwise. And there are stands on each side that has brought out friends and family from the tribe, along with some people from the city. There are other wild animals parked out here. While you all were talking about that, I would like to know, where did Shay and Xenia have that conversation? At the shop? On the way to the van? Driving back secretly in the back seat? Where would you have?
I think outside, like while everybody was still getting everything ready, so they would have had an excuse to be inside.
Okay. I want a push your luck roll from one of you to see if anyone walked in for part of this conversation.
Oh boy.
Who wants to roll it out of the two of you? I'll give a +1 to the other person since you're both there. Who's luckier? You're using passion, probably the firebender.
Yeah, I was gonna say let him roll it, not me.
I'll go with some passion. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh man, I feel like that bowling clock is gonna fill up really quickly.
Olin was in the forest, right?
That is
No.
That is
No,
a 13. I rolled 2 5s.
You keep it quiet while you guys are packing. Nothing happens. The clock doesn't move at all. We're good. And we arrive here on the scene. I'm going to set up the scene, and then we're going to take our intermission because we're about halfway here. When the pitch is set up, on the screen you can see we've added 2 new things. We have the zone 4s. If you know anything about pro bending, there are 2 ways to win in this game, for those who don't know. You can either knock everybody out and just win outright. You don't have to play all 3 rounds. Or, however many zones you've taken gives you a point if you have more than the other person. Even when you're down to 1 person on a side of the pitch, you are not out. That 1 person can still win and knock people out if you're willing to spend fatigue, attack multiple times, drink alcoholic beverages.
And you start, Drew. Hydrate.
But you can
Hydrate.
You can 100% still win with 1 on the pitch. But what we have added is a goalie position. And the reason why, for me, thinking about Avatar and Republic City and all of the different factions being together now, from all the elements down to now that we have weapons and tech, I figured pro bending would need those. So since air, tech, and weapons have never been in pro bending, that is the goalie position. And the goalie has a special job, and we'll decide who's doing this during our break. I think they already know who's going to do it. A goalie can catch a team member on a 10-up and stop them from going out of the match. They can do it once. That's all they're allowed to do. If they do it any more than that and they've forgotten, that's a penalty. You can swap. If someone gets knocked out, you can take their position on the field. And that can happen once per round. And the last thing is any form of projectiles, those discs that get flung, miss one of you, they can try to catch it and fling it back from their area. We'll go over the rest of the rules here when we get back, but I want to tell you who's on the pitch for you guys to train against.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
So for the first couple hours of training, Bolin's like, all right, we went through your family and friends out in this cranberry bog. By the way, his face is covered in jam. Cranberry jam. He's like wiping it off. And I was convinced that Theo was the biggest pro bender in all of the cranberry bog. So Theo is going to be taking up the earth position. He's one of the earthbenders that are there, him and his child. And sure enough, it's the kid, the daughter, and the guy.
And Dad.
Super fans.
Oh. Here we go.
He is going to be helping refill the barrels while he is going to be on the pitch. And the kid, you see the barrels get placed around the outside of the ring. You can draw from them still. And they've put holes in the center and around some areas so they can fill the barrels with water. And they've dug ruts out for the bog to have water around the outside edge of this area, just so they can pull water in. And your actual stage is like 2 foot off the ground. It's not that high. So if you fall, you're not going to get messed up. But that Theo will be your earthbender. And then Zufo is picking up the firebender, being the only firebender out here, and my friends that are firebenders would not be willing to come out here. I was really surprised that a one-armed firebender was as good as he is. I've warned him on the rules. He said he's never watched pro bending before, but I told him to go easy on you. And then, of course, you need a goalie on the other side. And the only goalie in town that we can use is Bara. He's a little kid. We usually don't let kids play, but we figure since this is a trial, you're learning, why not? You see the little bald kid come out that took apart Sormek's stuff. Yeah. And he's got looks like a lacrosse net where one side is a solid metal plate to hit stuff. And he's standing there in the goalie spot. And he's got this huge oversized helmet on. We needed a waterbender. We asked if we could maybe see if some of Xenia's family would be interested. Tok said he has to tend to things along with her mother's. And so the only person they were willing to do this is to let Huss compete. And he's going to help train you all. He says that he really wants to help as much as he possibly can. So Huss, if you come out and take the position for water on the other side, he comes out and he kind of smiles. He's like, Xenia, hey. He's super friendly. He turns and makes eye contact with Sormek. Sormek, to end this before we go into intermission, I am going to intimidate you for not joining the right side. And I'm going to intimidate you. And I need you to resist it. You would be using, I want to say, I'll say you could either use Deny Call Out or Guide and Comfort. Your choice to resist this. He is giving you the evil eye, the stare down.
Give me the stink eye.
Yep.
Where is Guide? Oh, Guide. Okay. Harmony's. I'm gonna do the Deny Call Out because Harmony is really not my thing.
Okay.
That's a 12.
All right, what do you do as he stares you down and he's like, he kind of gives you the, for not joining him.
I pull a bunch of water up from the air, the
one of the barrels
thing that has been dug. Yep. And I start spinning it through like an elaborate figure 8 in front of me. And I speed it up faster and faster and faster. And then I start turning it into a juggling routine, where it basically looks like the internal turbines of an engine. So one of my creations, but it's the water kind of flowing through it in like this faster and faster and faster. And then I shoot it up into the air all at once, so it turns into a mist and then creates a rainbow across in front of us, and I just wink at him.
He just kind of puts his head down. He's like, Boland's like, so if you're all ready, take your positions on the pitch. I think you all know where you're supposed to be standing. So I put the markers here because it's training. They actually have the stage painted so you know where you go.
Sormek definitely goes to the wrong spot.
You're the waterbender. You should have your tokens down below. Let me know if you can't move them, but you should be able to. Sormek, you can flip yourself over. And then he's like, I need to know what side of the pitch. He says, I want to know what side of the pitch you want to be on. Red or blue? I'm going to let you, home turf advantage, I'll let you pick. I mean, cranberry.
Blue.
I assume red. Blue?
Okay, red.
Okay.
Red.
Up to you.
Red.
So put yourself there. They're going to kind of lock
red for cranberries.
Here for red.
Sormek, you're in the wrong spot. Bolin says you got it. You're on the other side, man.
Oh,
the blue on the ground. You see it? I painted it there for you. My artistry is perfect.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I saw the blue over there, and I've never done this before. This is Shay's thing. This is really not.
Wait, you're not a pro bender? And he looks to Vok, and Vok goes, "No, they're all pro bender. They're perfect at what they do. They just gotta shake the rust off. You understand rust, right? Rust." And you see Vok's now wearing a hat that's got the cranberry bog on it, and he is dressed to the nine in colors for your group.
He's supportive.
That's good.
So if you're all ready, we'll start our first pitch. we're gonna flip a coin, and that side is gonna get to go first. To get. Well, you're on the right side. Bullen's like, man, I'm so bad at reffing this stuff. Vok goes, if you don't mind, I can ref this. Can announce and ref. He's like, oh, do you know how? He's like, yeah. Hold on. And he like
Do I know
pulls out this leather case, and the camera zooms in. It's like unzipping an oversized dart case, and he pulls out a red and a gold fan and opens them up. And he's like, I'm ready if you are. And we'll go to break there, and we'll come back into our pro bending training. And this training is going to determine the special maneuvers you get for your first match on the next episode.
Ooh.
Oh,
Very cool.
Wow.
Let's go. All right. We'll see y'all soon.
There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms.
Better give me all you've got, Owen.
Got you. You're making a big mistake, pal. Yeah, why's that? Because I control the power of the universe.
If the atmosphere at your table is less than impressive,
That doesn't normally happen.
you may find it hard to create those magic moments your players crave. Lucky for you, Sirenscape is available for download on your mobile device. Now that's impressive.
First time. Every time.
Go to Sirenscape.com today to download your free trial and get the right sound for your tabletop games. And don't forget to check out Sirenscape in action every Friday night on Dragons and Things. Every day, millions of people face heartbreak in the form of a silent killer. I'm talking about character death. I'm talking about malicious dice. Failed saving throws, critical misses, failed skill checks. Malicious dice can strike any character at any time, and the results are devastating.
I only got to play Celestia for one session. I kept failing. Roll after roll after roll. And then I got eaten by an aberration in the dark. I couldn't roll anything above a 5. The dice just...
Diana's tragic story is far from unique. The time to do something about malicious dice is now. And Tabletop Loot knows how to help. They're providing quality, affordable dice jails and shipping them to players in need across the nation. Go to tabletoploot.com today and order a dice jail for yourself and anyone you feel may be threatened by malicious dice. These safe, secure, and humane facilities will keep your tabletop safe from the kind of dice that don't care who they hurt. But it's not about giving up on your dice. Rehabilitation is possible for many of these viciously low rollers, thanks to Dice Jail's tabletop reintegration plans. It's time to stand up for our characters.
It's time to put malicious dice where they belong.
So Tum Tum has been chasing a tiny raccoon bat around, trying to get a microphone back to record his Tum Tumness. So he didn't have deep thoughts with Tum Tum. Don't worry, we will get you another one soon. I will say though, I've seen those commercials tons of times, and what I just realized is Diana tore up a character sheet and had a prison for her die. I'm pretty sure that was the start of Nova. I'm just saying that's where Nova began. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I feel. That's where all the anger came from. Hey, everybody, welcome back from break. I'm Eric Frankhouse. We are playing Avatar Book 1 Harvest with our lovely elk frogs from the Ruby Bog. And we're getting ready to learn how to pro bend. Although Vaca said you're skilled professionals and really good at it, so don't let Bolin know that you're not. He may or may not have lied to Bolin to make sure that you guys had a real trainer. And I mean, obviously Sormak is still trying to find his position.
Oh no.
So let's go over the rules here. Mostly for the audience. I'm gonna make this really easy. Every zone you are away, -1 to hit with whatever you're doing. On a 7+, you can cause a fatigue or use your element to do something from the status effects. You can also do things like blind somebody, make it harder for them to do things, and come up with the creative stuff that you can do. On a 10+, you can shove them to zone without even causing a fatigue, or use an element or cause fatigue. Your choice. You're trying to fatigue somebody out. If you hit 0 fatigue, you are knocked out of the arena. If you are on the zone 3 and someone gets 10 up on you, knocked out of the arena. For you guys, if you roll a 6 or less to do something, you get knocked out of the arena. Statuses. Here's some important stuff. The goalie, like I said before, can catch a teammate once per 3 rounds, so they can do it once. If they try to do it more than once, they get a penalty, and that's new. On a 10 up, they can save someone who's getting knocked out of the ring, and they can fling missed shots back into the arena with a successful roll. Water is the only one that can hit people in the head. So when you're describing stuff, keep that in mind. Water can hit people in the head. That's fine. Doesn't kill anyone. But earth and fire are not allowed to. You're also only allowed to use your element. You cannot use metal bending, fire bending, cannot use lightning, so on and so on and so on. Bolin would definitely say, while I would love to use lava bending, not conducive for the arena. Trust me. I've tried. And then 1 second shots from both water and fire. So if you overdo it, if you were like a 6 or less, it could be using a jet stream. That's a penalty. Mm-hmm. With all that said, the avatar, which no one knows besides your entire community, so you better hope they don't cheer avatar during this arena event. You have to pick your element before you
Nobody
go
but
out.
everybody knows.
Right, I can't wait. So I'm assuming you are going to pick Earth.
Yes, I will, because it's what I can use the most reliably.
Now, like I said, every time you fail, I have a clock that I'm going to tick. And when it is full, you're going to be using airbending for a maneuver. So roll well, like you always do.
I was about to say, universe, please don't fail me now.
Yep. Oh, I can't wait. You have to play in your zone. You can't play outside of your zone. If there's a tiebreaker, the center raises up. In this stage, it's going to be a bunch of earthbenders underneath to push pillars up to make it raise out of the ground. But when you fight each other there, it is 1-on-1. Grappling is allowed. Striking is not. And if you've never seen pro bending, you use your element. Firebenders use the fire that they can generate. Water pulls from, in this case, the barrels that are here. While earthbenders pull discs out of the ground and throw them. They've basically made this terrain out of earth and dirt, so there's little discs set into the dirt that you can use. And it's 3 rounds. And the way we're going to handle 3 rounds is basically 3 actions a piece if it gets that far. So, I expect you all to roll really poorly, for this to go poorly the first time. And I did not write these rules down to give them to you because you are training. I wanted just to see how well you remember. I have them written down in something that I can share, but that's not going to happen to your pro bender.
Oh my god.
So that's how we're going to handle penalties during this show. And I figure, I know Avatar uses all the really whimsical music, but I feel like some good 80s montage music that's DMCA free is more suited.
Okay.
So,
perfect.
Let's go.
It just makes sense to me. Hey, Republic City training, they're all playing stuff. It's got to be a little more advanced. So if you're all ready for the montage, Bolin standing there and goes, Vok, I'll just be helping them. He's like, no problem. I am ready if you are. Are all my pro benders ready? And like the people from the village are kind of like standing there. It's like people getting ready to play volleyball on the beach. They don't really know what the heck they're doing. They're like, yeah, we're ready. Sure. Yeah. Great. So I'm going to pull out the firebender for this side. Since you guys are all in your proper areas, I'm going to grab a waterbender for this side. We're going to just flip them. If people are wondering what I'm doing, I have a bunch of pro bendy names and stuff like that. So here is your waterbender. And you can line up, as far as I understand, you can line up any way that you want. You don't have to be in this order, but that's usually how they face off. But I'll let you all line up the right way the first time. But after we go pro, there are strategies where you can line up differently. That'll be part of the things that you earn. I'm going to copy a Xenia here.
Go for it.
And I'm going to ask everybody, just like we do for combat, we are going to use the techniques, the defend, maneuver, advance, attack, and evade. If you read over them, I swear they looked at pro bending when they were trying to figure out how to make these maneuvers. Because if you read over them, they all look like they're made for pro bending.
Yeah.
So with that said, go ahead and pick your moves. I'll pick mine. And we'll start. Remember, I don't roll in this. So I'm basically reacting to your failures, and that's how we go back and forth with this. So it should go pretty quick. Vok goes, welcome to the advanced pro bending exhibition match. And he like looks at Bolin of some of the highest trained pro benders I've seen at this age. I just want to say I'm really happy to be here out in the fairy fields to be announcing this wonderful, wonderful day. And it's not raining. It's the beginning of spring. Bolin goes, it's an exhibition, man. Let's go. Let's go. I got to train these kids. They're not ready. Well, we'll just get this started. I wish you all the best of luck. No cheating, no penalties. And he looks to you guys and goes, I hope you read the rules. And let's get this game on. So
you were supposed to read something?
He's never handed anything.
Oh, no.
I was about to say, we've been handed nothing.
Nothing. He assumes you're all pro bending fans. With that said, for the start of this round, does everybody have what they're doing? Attack, evade, and all that kind of jazz? All right, excellent. My entire group, right out of the gate, was told to attack. So I'm telling you that's what they're doing right now. Is anyone going in defend and maneuver?
Attack.
The goalie can't really attack unless something goes at them. So
I'm going to retaliate. So if they
do an evade,
like throw something at us, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we have no defensives.
No.
I'm gonna defend.
You are okay. Shay's defending.
Yeah,
Sarmak, are you defending?
Nope. Attack.
All right. So the only person is Shay out of the gate who has actually watched pro bending. As you're sitting there in front of Huss, Huss goes, I hope you're ready. And he like reaches behind him and grabs water and immediately shoots a shot between his legs at you. What are you doing with your defend?
Oh my gosh.
As it's coming, I want to just flame fists, like punching straight at the water. So it almost like it meets and it just turns into steam.
All right. Are you trying to attack him in the middle of this? Because, well, I shouldn't say that. You're trying to hit it. If you get a 10 up, are you doing ready, retaliate, seize position? What are you trying to do?
I'm going to go with retaliate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So steel yourself for the blows each time a foe inflicts fatigue in a condition, or you shift your balance in this exchange, inflict 1 fatigue on that foe. So that's what they're trying to do. Give me your roll. I'm assuming skill is what we're using for almost everything in here, unless somebody says otherwise.
Yup. With focus, that gets me a 7.
A 7 is one above. Do you want to cause the fatigue, or do you want to use an element to do something like blind them in a flash of fire? What are you looking to do? Anytime you do something like blind them, they're gonna have a -2 or to anything they're doing, aka you guys will get a +2 to doing something to that person.
Yeah,
blinding
yeah,
them, tripping them, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that steam kind of goes off with it too, but then there's also flicks of still with the fire as well too that just kind of whip up like kind of towards his face, so he's off balance and stuff. Yeah.
And I take a fatigue, correct, is what it says?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to put a 1 here for my fatigue. Done. That is the only person defending. Advance and attack. You all go before me. So who wants to go on the attack, advance and attack position?
I'm attacking Huss.
Okay, so what does it look like? Remember there's stone plates on the floor if you've watched bending? What do you, well, actually, I'd say, which one of the advanced attack are you doing? Strike, pressure, or smash?
I'm gonna do strike. And how many of the discs are in zone 1? Because I can only use the ones that are in my zone, but I am allowed to throw more than one at once. Okay, I'm throwing all 3. directly at
Well,
us.
so to do more than one, so a 7-up is 1,
Okay.
a 10-up is 2,
Okay.
and if you want to spend fatigue,
Excuse
you
me.
can throw another one.
Bless you.
I'll settle for
Thank
2
you.
if I can get the roll. It's fine.
All right, let's see what you roll.
Do I add anything to this?
This is- I mean, your skill. You're using your skill.
Focus, right?
Skill and training.
Okay, so that's focused. So I got a 15.
Hard.
Yeah, 15.
Would you like to spend a fatigue and throw 3?
No, I'll settle for 2.
Okay, so
Just
you got
in
a
case,
10
I
up.
don't wanna
Are
get
you
knocked
gonna?
out.
Do you want to do a fatigue and push him back a zone, or do you want to do a push him back a zone and do an elemental thing where he's got another penalty?
How
You
long
get a
does
plus
this
2 to that roll
penalty
because he
against
is-
him
he's-
last? Oh, so I got a
currently
17.
steamed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So as the steam is in front of him and he kind of goes to block the steam as it's coming in, are you pushing him a zone?
Yeah, I'm gonna push him a zone and give him another fatigue.
And another fatigue. Okay, so as he gets shoved back and tumbles on the ground and stands back up, you can see the grimace. He is angry.
Good.
And that takes us to the other person who's doing attack, which would be Sormek. Sormek, your sister is lighting this dude up out of the gate.
Well, because he tried to intimidate me, I too am going for him.
Let's go!
Oh,
Brother sister bonding at its finest.
Look, this is a little out of character for Sormek, but I'm going on the attack. I'm striking because I'm trying to I'm trying to show them all that I can do this, right? I have no idea what I'm doing,
Okay.
but I can do it. So we're
Okay.
gonna try and strike. But oh man, Passion's not my.
Give me your
we're,
strike.
We're rolling with it. We're going. And I rolled a. Okay, I rolled an 11.
All
But
right.
I want to do something not positive here.
You want to do something
Oh.
negative?
Yeah, because I rolled an 11. I actually want to hit him with ice.
Okay. Now,
Oh.
I know a failure. You need a 10 up to do something illegal and not get caught.
Oh, well, I don't care if I get caught. Justice knows that he's not allowed, but Sormek doesn't
Okay.
know that he's not allowed.
Oh, okay.
So I want to hit him with that ice thing that I have that freezes the ground and makes him whip back a zone. And then
okay.
I'm immediately going to start cheering myself.
So as he slips back a zone, the red fan comes up and you hear you can't use ice on the field, Sormek. Only water powers, 1 second burst, please. The ice stuff is considered
What?
illegal.
That was
If that is done
awesome.
again, you will be pushed back a zone as a penalty.
Ah,
But he looks to Bolin
nobody
like,
told me.
see? It's okay. It's okay. We all make those kind of mistakes. Bolin's like, oh,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I magma bended. I melted the entire end of a field. I get it. Just don't do it when we're live. You get in a lot of trouble.
Oh,
Thank you. Please reset. And he moves back to zone 2 and he blows the whistle again. And that goes to defense. You can throw stuff from your zone, or you can throw things that come at you. When you pull up things from 4, you can pick whatever element you want, because your weapon that they give you is made to interact with any of those. But you would have a -3, 4 to hit this guy's, and you'd have a -5 to hit this guy. As a heads up. But you can do it. You might as well take the hit.
She's in
Because
zone
she's
4.
so far back. Yup. Their defense, if something's flung at them, they do not have that penalty. Would you like to take a hit? Would you like to take a shot, Jade? She's like,
I was gonna show off because that's what my character does.
Okay, well, how would you like to show off?
Please.
You
I'm all the
bolstering?
way
Is
in
that
the
what you're
back,
doing?
right? and I'd be like,
Okay.
pointing my cabbage mace, goalie, like yelling at the other goalie on the other side, and showing off with my mace skills.
Little kid's like this, and he's got the huge helmet. He's like, what are you doing, Jade? Let's go! And he's like hitting himself with his weapon that he has. Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yes.
Okay, give me your intimidation roll. Not what I expected, as the goalies are just talking trash to each other.
Ooh, 11.
11. When you do that, do you like fling anything? You just are you just staring him down?
I'm like doing all these jump kicks, and then have my like double hand wielding mace thing, doing all these acrobatics, and like end up with like
I will say the kid tries to mimic what you're doing, and he falls off. And you hear, as he falls off, he's like, 1 down for. What do we call him? This team. Hey, do you guys have a name?
He fell
we
off.
all look at each other.
He fell off.
He fell off. Yeah. He's like, do you guys have a name? And they all look at each other. They're like, no. No name. No. Lynn, what do you want to call the other team? He's like, I don't know. What did you say? What
The
is that?
Slippery Beavers.
The Slippery Beavers.
oh my god! Oh
The kid like
Lord.
pulls himself. He's just falling up to grab. He's like, and the mom walks over. He's like, no, you got knocked off. You gotta wait. And they're pulling him out of the way.
Oh man.
And it continues. So that's round 1. We immediately go into round 2 as there's discs flying, people batting stuff at each other. The fire and the earth are going to go as well before we go in round 2. Fire reaches back, swirls in a motion with one arm as you see the shoulder cape that he has on him, as he flings a fiery wave across Xenia, and it is wide. But it's only 1 second. And he basically jumped sideways and shot a gout at you, but it's a sideways one. And it's under 1 second. Because he only has to be under 1 second. That is the rule. Xenia, as this comes flying at you, I'm going to need to know how you are dodging or resisting this. Are you using your skills and training to do it? Are you using a trick? How would you be dodging this?
It's like wide enough that I can't pull up a disc. Like a disc isn't wide enough to cover this, right?
You could try to grab a disc and fling it in front of it to stop it. You could.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I'll do then.
Ooh.
I wasn't sure if it was wide
Skills
enough.
and training.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Give me a roll.
Go.
Yeah, it's like a flat fan, but it's like right along the middle of your body. So you either got to go over, under, or block it.
That's an 11.
So as it hit the disc, it superheats it and cracks the disc as it falls. And he lands and looks at you. He's like, I see your training is better than I thought, Xenia. And he kind of winks, like knowing what's going on because he's been in the village, but looks at Bull and he's like, she's an amazing earthbender. As the other earthbender goes, knowing that you're trying to hide this. The dad looks at Sormek and goes, hey, Sor, I just want to say, I'm so happy that you came back. And as he's doing it, I'm going to use trick, and he throws a disc at Shay when he's not looking.
Ooh.
Shay, how do you want to dodge this?
Dirty.
Can I try and defend this one for her?
Well,
I know that would be taking
Shay.
away
if you
her
want to try,
role.
yeah. No,
Oh,
throwing
it's at Shay, yeah.
It's Shay. Yeah, if you want to try to defend it, you can. I'm fine with that. If you'd like to. If you're willing to take the hit.
I don't want to take that away from Shay, though. Xenia had already gone. I was going to try and, like... But if Shay's got this, he's got it.
I'm throwing it at Shay.
Oh, so...
Do you want to defend?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just try a quick evasion if I can. Just try to...
So skills and training?
Yeah, I'll go with some skills and training. See how we do. Hey!
Bye, Nessie!
Wow,
Bye,
I'm on the
Serving
11
Hands.
train tonight. Bye, friends. Hey, y'all.
Oh, just Serving Hands is leaving. Have fun beating Drew again in another game since you won the box today.
Oh, did she?
My serving hands.
Congrats.
No, Drew. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. Drew won the box. I just like her to feel bad.
Man. I'm on the 11 train as well too, Frank House.
What does it look like? He flings a disc, not looking.
He flings it, and
man.
you see Shay's feet kind of catch fire for a second, and he goes right down into the splits as it soars over his head.
Oh.
Did
Okay.
Sormek, what would you like to do? You tried to freeze feet. Never mind, you already went. Now we would be the beginning of the next round. Beginning of the next round. Everybody pick your position. It's only 3 rounds, remember. We're already on 2. Everybody ready?
I'm on defending.
Oh,
No, you don't have to tell me yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right, I am gonna go. Water's gonna defend. The other 3. Oh, sorry, 2, because they lost to one of their partners already. The other 2 are going to attack.
Lost their goalie.
They lost their goal.
It worked.
It worked. I did not expect that to happen. Intimidating fall. I didn't know that was a maneuver. Playing Cyberpunk with the solo stare down. So, anyone going on defend besides Huss?
I'm gonna do defend this time.
Defend.
All right, Sormek, you goes first because the players always go first unless there's a special rule. Let's realize your name did not say.
So I'm a little like since I was trying to show off and then I messed up and made it worse. I'm a little on my back foot. So I'm looking for just a block. So I'm looking to throw up a water shield in front of anybody that stops or that.
So you're
to
readying,
protect any of my
basically.
teammate. Yeah, readying like
that costs
just
you
quick...
a fatigue.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how that.
I'll take it.
Ready action's a fatigue. So you're ready to defend other people in your zone.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So as you're readying yourself, that takes us to the other defend. I am going to retaliate from the ice coming at me. He flips in the zone. He flips all the way along it, moving himself from the middle to here, and he shoots a wave across the shoulder of Theo, grazing his own teammate to hit Sormek. Sormek, you were readying yourself to defend. Would you like to use that on yourself, or do you want to use your skill and training just to do this one?
I'm gonna hold my defense, and I'm gonna try and just use my personal skill and training to deflect his water coming at me.
All right, give me a roll. He is 1 zone away, so that is a penalty of 1.
With the -1, that's a 13.
What's it look like as he shoots this gout at you? Apparently, I got a bunch of inexperienced idiots on my team.
Look, as a team, we are rolling fucking hot tonight.
Yes.
Except for my 0 that one time, I haven't rolled below a 9. As it comes in, it to everybody watching from the Ruby Bog, it looks very reminiscent of the techniques that they use to move the water from one bog to another. So it kind of has that traditional look to it, where it just brings it into this big funnel and pushes out into the barrel. I actually, you know what? With a 13, am I okay to do a little flare and put this right back in the barrel?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Back in the barrel? Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
And you refill the barrel with it?
I just take it and go.
Like, yeah! And they all cheer from your side of the fence. They're like, go Sormek! I will give you a +1 to your next round. Or next action. Your choice, whatever one you use first. So you still have your ready action to go. My defense we go to advance and attack. That is the other 2 members of my team. We have your side. Who's doing advance and attack? And what one of those maneuvers are you doing?
I'm doing one as well too. Go for it. Go for it, Zinnia.
I'm going to do strike again.
Okay.
And this time I'll do Zofu because he's right in front of me.
All right. How are you doing this? You doing 1, 2, 3?
I'm going to do 2.
2?
And
Okay, so you're hoping to get 2 out, or are you spending a fatigue?
I'm hoping to get 2 out. If I only get 1, I only get 1, and that's fine.
So you pull the first one up, readying the second one. Are you doing strike, pressure, or smash?
I'm gonna do strike.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that I can get him back into zone 2. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Because that's 9 plus 3 is 12.
Now notice that it says mark 1 fatigue instead to choose to hammer them with your blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue if you are going to do like really trying to exhaust this old man.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll mark a fatigue.
All right.
Because so if I mark a fatigue, he has to mark 2.
I would take 2 fatigue or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
Oh.
I'll.
Remember, if you get all the fatigue off a guy, they go out.
Yeah, they go out. I'll take 2 off of him, and I got a 12.
All right, so as you hit him with 1, he blocks it with the shield on his arm that he has tied to it, and the other one clips him in his good arm as he stumbles backwards, taking 2 fatigue. I am not down, but I am definitely injured. That's 2 out of... Now, remember, NPCs don't all have 5 fatigue. Some have 3, some have 2, some have 4. Just depends on how good they are. But he is a pretty well-trained bender, but he is old. That leaves us with the other attacker. Shay, what are you doing?
Yeah, you said the outline of this, we could bounce an attack off of it, or we could ourselves
Yeah, you can bounce
off
them
of it.
if you do well enough. Yep.
Sweet. I want to rush over behind Sormak and I want to place my foot on the wall and do like a jump spin kick, and I want to send a fireball careening towards Dad to see if I can knock him into us.
So you're trying to do a move.
So, yeah, I want.
So are you doing pressure?
Can I push my luck with it?
You can push your luck. Are you doing a smash, a pressure, or a strike for this?
A strike.
Okay. So you're rolling to hit. If you're just trying to do a condition to them, you can just roll. If you want to do 2 things, you can spend fatigue.
Yeah, I'll spend a fatigue, so I can at least get a fatigue. Hopefully, if I can hit him, and then another condition on it.
So you're hitting Theo, trying to hit him into the other guy. All right. Well, you need
Pushing
a 10
my luck.
up to move them.
Pushing my luck is a 13, baby.
Oh.
Okay. So 2 fatigue.
Wow.
To knock him back.
So you hit him, throw him back into the other one. As I'm standing up, swirling water, trying to get it back out of the barrel after Sormak sends it in, you careen him into him, knocking them both prone. I will say that Earth does not get to attack this turn because you knock him prone. I think that makes sense for the condition. But Zofu will still get to go. Zofu stands up like in a whirling kick out of it, and I'm going to send it what looks like it's Xenia. He's telegraphing it, and he's actually shooting at Jade to knock her out of the arena. Sormak, you did ready in action. Would you like to try to block this with water?
Muted.
Is that a lot of words?
I would like to try and block this.
All right.
And I rolled.
You're in zone 1, blocking a zone 1. But
so no minuses?
He is using a powerful strike, which is a -2.
Okay. So it's a total of -2. I got a 9.
All right, so you block it, and it grazes, it burns up some of the water as it shoots through. Jade, would you like to reflect it back? Or hit somebody else?
Absolutely.
I missed.
All
right.
I would
training.
like
Who are you
to...
hitting? What are you doing?
Let's see. I advance that already uses up my move, right? I advance
This
zone
is free
3.
because I missed. This is free. This doesn't take any of your moves or anything.
So I'll go over here. And then I want to deflect it.
You can't move. You have to stay in zone 4.
Man.
Now, if someone falls down, you can swap spots with them. Like if someone gets bounced out of the arena, you can swap spots with them.
Everyone's in here so
you
far.
move up,
So
you move up to 3, and you see the flag start to go up as you start to step forward, and you see Bolin going, no, get back.
Okay. So I go back here. If I deflect it, I'll deflect it back to this guy here.
The same one you shot it, the firebender?
The blue. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Otis, are you hitting it on this guy here? Or are you sending it back to Huss, which everyone has been picking on the entire time? Now, I will say, if you get a 13 up, you could knock this guy back, and everybody would get to advance one besides you.
Okay.
To give you your point.
Let me do that then. Let me do that instead. Okay. So that we can advance.
So right now, you're reflecting. There's no penalty with reflecting because it's already momentum. So
oh my gosh, that's a good one. 12.
13. That's not a 13. Would you like to inflict a fatigue on him?
Wait. It would be a 13 if I have bonus, right? Hang on a second.
I don't know. Do you have a bonus?
Right.
Skills and training.
Creativity.
Skills and training falls under focus.
Then it is a 13 then. Because I have +1.
Technically a 13. Is that what I just heard? That's why I made that card. So you knock him back. There is a green line that lights up here. Whoop, and Bolin's like, advance! He starts waving forward.
Yeah!
So that means that all 3 of you move into the next zone. The group resets. And they reset in this stance like this. And move your 3 guys forward. Where would you like to stand?
Go team!
Can you move yours, Enya? Yeah, you can move yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jay, you were right behind Sormek, right?
Yeah.
Because Sormek,
you can advance anywhere and line back up because it's basically a pause.
I'm gonna stand there confused for a moment.
Bolin walks over. He's like, "Hey, Sormek, move forward. The green light means you go to the next zone."
Like this?
Yeah. Yes. Green is good.
Okay. I got it.
Like Earth, green is good. And you hear
quick question, Tailweaver.
Yeah.
What is our super fan Tum Tum doing right now?
That's funny that you mentioned that. Tum Tum
we can't forget
under the arena, and Tum Tum is if there is a face-off, he is what raises the center platform.
Joe, he's got a job, a very important job.
Once in a while, you see the metal move, the middle piece, and now that you guys are moving forward, you see the head moved up and his eyes looking out from behind as the floor kind of lifts up.
Not yet, Tum. Not yet.
Oh, God.
Now, I will say, Jade, if you want to cheat at all, you could have Tum Tum throw something at somebody from underneath the ground. I'm just saying, if you want to cheat, it is an option. But anyway.
Squirt some water sideways.
Everybody moves forward. We go into the 3rd and final round. You currently would get a point for this round if you end this way. Or if you beat them, get them all knocked out of the arena, you automatically win. So it's the 3rd round. Let's go. Pick your attack and defense, everybody.
Final round.
I think they're all defending. All 3 of them are on defense right now. They're all going to be defending. What do the rest of you want to do? Is anybody else in defense?
I'm keeping the pressure up.
Yep.
No defenses, just me. So for the first defense, then, Zufo is going to step forward since nobody else is on defense. And he is going to move from here to here in front of Shay. He's going to crouch low as you see Theo run and jump up the back of him. And he launches himself in the air as high as he can, launching Theo even higher as a combo. When they do that, you see fire and 3 discs rain down on top of Shay. Shay, there are 2 incoming attacks. If you do not defend against this properly, I'm going to do 2 fatigue, and I'm going to throw you back 2 zones.
Ooh. Okay.
What would you like to do? Because nobody went on defense. I am using my retaliate to attack you all from last round.
Oh, you said 2 things and some fire coming at me, huh?
Yep, two of the earth discs and fire coming at you. Fire is low, earth discs are coming from high. The good old high-low attack.
Yeah, you see, like Shay kicks his foot up and like almost does like a flash kick.
Okay.
See if he can knock those
See if you catch a disc in the face.
That
Say,
one.
7 up, you only move 1 zone.
7 up. Doing rely on skills and training. What is that one under focus? I have a 0, so that's a 7.
7 means you block the first one. I'll do 1 fatigue and 1 zone as I bop you back.
Okay. Dang.
As they both fling you back, he slides between these two. While they're doing that, this big spectacle. When he slides in low, I'm going to try to seize the position and knock Xenia back with a wave of water. So he throws a gout at Xenia. Xenia, I'm going to need a skill and training from you.
Oh.
And you're doing advanced attack, right?
Yes.
Xenia? Okay, so what advanced attack are you doing? Strike?
Yes.
Pressure? Okay, cool. Just so I know.
You said I would be doing what, skills and training to defend against?
Skills and training. Or if you have another way, I mean, if you have something else, like you could do...
No, skills and training's totally fine. I got an 11, so I'm good with that.
Nothing happens as he shoots the wave out, but as he stands up, you did not see the second attack coming in as I spend a fatigue. Go ahead and do your strike as I am also going with a strike. Figured that is the best cinematic moment to do both. What are you doing, Xenia?
I am going to take 2. Well, I'll go ahead and lift 1 and prep for a second if I can do it.
Okay.
But she's gonna do this like gigantic sweep, almost like she's doing it with a baseball bat, but the baseball bat is not there. She's just swinging discs as hard as she can.
You learned it from Jade, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I've been watching her and her cabbage mace, and I think it's really cool, right?
Technique of the cabbage mace.
Yeah, it's the technique of the cabbage mace, obviously. I got a 14.
All right. As you do that, he comes in with the second wave. Your disc goes through the first wave that he does with the second kick attack, and you get your second one that comes in. What would you like to do? Would you like to throw him back? Would you like to do fatigue?
I get 2.
What would you like to do?
Because I got above a 10.
You could do 2, yeah. For 1 fatigue for yourself, you could do 2 fatigue instead of 1, if you'd like to.
I am going to throw him back a zone and a fatigue.
You could mark 1 fatigue instead. You choose to hammer them with your blows, forcing them to mark 2. So up to you. I take the 2 fatigue personally.
Yeah, I'll do that because we're near the end of the match anyway, so I'm fine.
Well, he's exhausted. As that last one hits him, he gets careened out of the zone with nobody to defend him.
Whoa!
He only has 4 fatigue. As he bounces out of zone 3, he goes to grab onto it, slides off, and the little kid goes, "I should have been there!" And he starts like yelling at his mom, and you see the little kid crying in the background for not being there.
Oh.
If you keep this up, we're gonna start calling you Diana.
Yeah. There you go. No shit. Gives you the eye.
Let's go. Me and Diana will get matching jackets about how we harm children.
Now that takes us down to the other attackers. I think Shay and Sormek, you're both doing advanced attack as well.
Correct.
Yes. Right. Whoever wants to go out of you two.
I think Sormek. All right, sorry. I think Shay would lead. Sormek is still finding his...
Because you don't know what you're doing at all?
Right.
Bowen's like alongside like a coach on like the third base line. He's like, Sormek, you knock them back or make them tired, like sleepy time, to win the match.
So, but I can't use...
No ice.
Oh my god, this is so
And as he's saying that, Shay, what do you do?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm back.
It's like lightning.
Chain lightning! There's two right in front of each other. Does the dad land behind Zofu?
Yeah, perfectly. Lands behind him. Zofu puts his hand back and catches him and puts him down.
Nice.
Zofu is strong.
I'm farther back and everything. But as shit, I kind of run up as far as I can to the front of it, and you just see his hands start to glow as he just spins in a circle, and I just straight up a straight fireball right at Zofu. I'm gonna try to hit again. I'm gonna try to make it crazy.
Or are you just attacking?
I'm gonna try to knock him 2 fatigue.
So you're gonna spend a fatigue to do that? To do 2 fatigue?
Yes.
It's 1 fatigue to do 2 fatigue.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, give me your skills and training. Let's see if you see me do this.
That is a crit. That is 2 6s for 12.
Zofu stands up, takes the 2 punches in the face, hits backwards with the fatigue. The old man is still standing. As he takes it on the chin, I'm going to use my maneuver, which is going to be the fearsome punch. And he spins around him like a dancer and comes out the other side with a punch, launching a shot at you and Xenia with a hook.
Damn.
2 of them come out. 1 from the fist, 1 from the elbow. I need you both to give me skills and training. I did take the 2 fatigue, but I got to use a maneuver upon taking fatigue.
Skills and training, that gets me an 8.
Yep. Yeah. And remember, it's a -1. Oh, sorry, 2. -2 for him, because he's strong.
Okay. It's an 8 for me.
Oh. So then it's an 8 for me.
All right, so you both are good. He hits you both. As you deflect or dodge it, I do 1 fatigue to each of you since you got a 7 to 9. Okay. You would have done 2 if you got a 6.
Dang, Shay's looking pretty
You see
tired.
he's kind of exhausted. His one arm, that he doesn't have. He's down, hiding kind of behind the cape a little bit. And from behind him, you see the Earthbender was not ready for this. Theo's like out of his league. He loves Earthbending, but he's not that good. So looks at Sormek, looks at Shay. Sormek, what are you doing since you go before him?
So I am going to go full on attack. I'm just striking. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna blast some water in somebody's face.
Are you spending a strike? A fatigue to do 2? Or are you trying to throw him back? You trying to harm him or just throw him back, move him back?
Just throw him back. I'm trying to push him back 1 more zone because I don't understand the rules of this
on a
game.
10 up, you can just move somebody. You don't cause fatigue or anything, but it pushes them back.
Okay, all right. We're slinging with passion, not my fang.
Slinging with passion.
But that's a 10.
Come on. Passion sling. That's enough. And who are you hitting out of the 2? You hitting Theo or are you hitting the old man?
Sormek has a soft heart and he feels bad for this old man that is a little bit worn down, so he doesn't take the finish him moment. And I'm going for the Earthbender.
So you throw him back a zone. As he tumbles backward to zone 3, you see his foot skirt along the edge, grabs it, and he flings back his stone. But anytime I am pushed to zone with this man, he automatically fails his attack. Would you like to reflect the attack back?
Oh my gosh.
He's not a trained professional. He's horrible. Oh. He's not a trained professional. He's just a fan, for fuck's sake.
I actually would like, if I may, do a cinematic moment where I'm I pushed him back a zone and I'm cheering, and then his disc comes back and just hits me in the stomach, and it's oof. It doesn't knock me back or anything. It just oof, okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't cheer, but I was hype because I pushed him back a moment, but then I wasn't paying attention, so I just took the thing to the gut.
He goes, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I will spend a fatigue
I'm
for a
sorry.
second attack on him. Because I'm bad at this. Oops, wrong thing.
You gonna hit me while I'm down?
And he stomps and kicks another one past at Shay, trying to knock him back a zone. Shay, give me your roll.
Oh, no.
If I miss you, Jade's gonna get to try to reflect this.
Oh boy. That is a 7.
That is good enough. I don't do damage to you. I don't knock you back. I'm going to do a condition to you, though. And I'm going to do, for 1 round, you are impaired. You're slowing off balance as he kind of rings your bell, as he hits you in the shoulder. So you have a -2 to physical actions. And it flings by. Jade, if you'd like to reflect this, because I didn't crit with it, and it was a fatigue, feel free to reflect.
Okay.
Skills,
that.
yeah, be skill, right? Yeah, skills and training. Let's make this full screen. I told Huss I was going to take him down. I told her all my threats and promises. Dang, girl. Meanest avatar ever.
I have never had a character in the game that like just immediately introduces rage into my body. But Huss is that character.
What you got, Jade?
Dang it. I think I got a 6. That's it. Oh, wait. Focus. 7. +1 would focus. 7.
You can fling it. You'd have to hit you can hit either one of these guys. You're not going to be able to do damage to him, but you could do a condition. Like, there's not enough to fling him anymore, but you could hit him.
Oh, all right. I'll go with the old man
so
then.
Conditions are like -2 for physical stuff for impaired. You could, I think that makes it. You could stun him, caught him off guard. They can't act next round. Because I don't think.
Let me stun the old man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zones. Are you gonna hit the firebender, Zufo, or are you gonna hit Theo, the earthbender?
Zufo.
So he looks
old
up
dude.
as it goes over Shay's shoulder. He's staring down Xenia, and it clocks him in the shoulder. 100% not aware of this coming in, stunning the old man. Who is left? Is anyone left on your team to go? I think Jade only has to do her action, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just got a freebie. Yep. Does anyone else have one? Sormak went, Shay went, and Xenia went, right? So just Jade.
Yes. Yeah, just
Jade,
me.
what were you going on? Advanced or evade?
I was going to advance and spend a fatigue to use my mace to push the earthbender back a zone.
So you're going to throw your mace?
I'm going to throw my mace.
It across the board.
Thor style.
Let's see. Don't you have a maneuver for rebound where it comes back to you?
Man,
I
hang
think
on
you
a
have a
second.
maneuver where we're on a 7-up, or it might have been on a 10-up. On a 10-up, it comes back to you, I think.
It's Counter Strike.
Pretty sure you do.
Is what it's called. Yeah, but I spend like 1 fatigue.
There you go. You want to spend a fatigue and throw a cabbage mace.
Absolutely, let's do it.
If you get a 13 up, you can just knock this guy out of the arena. Because 13 up, if you're in zone 3, 10 up. 10 up. We'll knock him out. But now remember, you're throwing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a -5.
Forget it. I only rolled like a 4.
So the mace goes by. If the kid was there, he would have had a chance to grab it and throw it back. But it just goes off. Are you going to spend a fatigue to bounce it back to you, or are you just going to let it go and use your other mace?
I can use my other mace for sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Done. As it sails off, he goes and whistles. You hear the, and he's like, round. And it's got to say, pro benders all the way. Pro bender. That is the most pro bendery match I've ever seen. And Bolin goes, I mean, it kind of looked like when we started as Fire Ferrets with less mistakes. I'm just saying, it's good. It's very good.
We did amazing.
By what it is. Zufo stands up, kind of brushes himself off, and he goes, I don't know if I could do another round, guys. That was, I am sore. Like, I ain't made for this anymore. I fought in some battles, but I am tired. I don't know how you kids do this. And you see the dad, he's got like a shiner from falling on his own knee. And Huss is just sitting outside the arena. And when you see Huss stand back up, he's like, you know what? I am so, and you see him disappear.
Good. Oh.
And then you see Tum Tum crawl out from underneath and stand up on the other side. He's like, and he spits out the helmet of Huss onto Zone 4. And all you hear down there is like, gross, why? As we end this little scene of training, I will put out the cheat sheet.
Oh my gosh.
Bolin walks over to Shay on the arena, first to him, walks up and he says, hey, I just gotta ask, the earthbender who's over there, is she seeing anybody?
Ooh.
Seen anybody? Not that I know of. Why?
She's
why
gonna have to be
ask?
really careful. Trust me, from one earthbender to another, I had people fawning over me. She's got to be very careful. Earthbenders get all of the romance. I'm just saying.
How loud is he saying this?
What's that?
How loud is he saying this?
Enough to where, like, if you're eavesdropping, you'll just hear it.
Sormek is gonna like run over really quick and use water to boost him just like 3 inches so he's taller than Bolin. And you better stay away from my sister. Don't touch her.
No, not me. I'm not interested. I am a taken man, too, actually. I am taken.
Okay, all right.
Well, excuse me.
You got to be careful. Earthbenders get all the people, all the fans. I am a movie star because of movie star.
That's true. That is true.
I did
have
see
you
his
not
movies.
Seen,
his talkies were good.
Nuktuk the Sky Warrior, Nuktuk the Hero of the South, Nuktuk the Crusher of Ice, Nuktuk the Romancer. Have you not seen these movies?
I have not seen all of them.
As Shay like opens up his jersey and he has the series tucked inside.
Like all the...
I was hoping. I was actually hoping you could autograph them for me.
Ooh,
oh my God!
You're gonna have to give me a roll to get him to sign them for you.
Oh wow!
What would you like to use? Push your luck, plead. Plead seems right to me.
I would definitely use plead because I'm also tired too.
Roll.
Because yeah, okay, go with some harmony. That is a 7.
He's like, you know, I can sign one of them for you.
That'd be great. Wait, you know what?
You
Which
win your
one
first
was your
game,
favorite?
though. I'll sign them all.
Oh, deal. Which
So
one
do
was
you
your
want
favorite
one
one
now?
to shoot? Oh,
Or do you want
You know what?
one all of them later if you win?
you know what?
Hey, I
want
just
all
gotta
of them
inspire
later.
you somehow as a trainer.
Hey, I want all of them later when we win.
Well, we'll see. I look, you got some Fire Ferret stuff going on here that's pretty good, but she's a Spitfire over there. She almost hit him in the head twice, and again you see Theo going like this. She might have hit him in the head. I'm actually not sure. That is a shiner though. You could get some. You need ice on that.
I can help.
Yeah, we're out of the match. You can use your ice. That's fine. Go ahead. You go help Theo. Are you gonna go help Theo then?
Yeah.
Sormak? Okay. So then I will say this. Bolin kind of talks with you, and Vok walks over to Xenia. He's like, hey, do you have a moment to talk, Xenia? I know we got a little hostility between us. I just kind of like to sweep it under the arena if we can.
Sure, Vok, we can do that.
Excellent. He kind of walks over to the purple tree to the north, that kind of maroon tree. And underneath there, you see Huss climbing out of this cesspool of, like, cranberry jam and water from, you know, the 6 minutes that Tum Tum had to do work. And he's kind of crawling out, and Vok goes, look, I just want to say, I meant no offense to you. And I didn't mean to make your village harder. I was just hired by Cabbage Corp, specifically by Kazleon, to make sure that we bought out your tribe's land. And I didn't want anything to do with it. Honestly, I love your cranberries, and they're fantastic. But it was a job. I don't work for them anymore. I was asked to retire. And I just want to make sure there's no hard feelings between us. I'm just here for you and the team. That's it.
You said specifically by Kazleon, that guy that beat Shay up.
Yeah, he kind of took over Cabbage Corp right after the fall. He bought it out with all of his money from selling weapons. Real low bid price.
Okay, well that's a lot that I'm gonna have to
prison saying
unpack.
he embezzled.
I think some things around here are maybe not as plain as we're being told. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. I trust Jade's family more than I trust that guy, but I'll talk to them about it because they're gonna need to know.
Is Jade Cabbage Corp?
Yeah, doesn't everybody know that? Like she's.
I'm just double checking because my paperwork doesn't. I studied Cabbage Corp when I got in there for a whole 6 hours, and I did not. Maybe 2 hours.
No, 6 hours.
I just didn't see her name anywhere in paperwork.
Are you sure? Because 6 hours doesn't seem like a long time for a company that big and that old.
I learned to master anything I do in the 90-minute Vok time. Trust me, it's a really good. I wrote a book on it.
90-minute Vok.
The 90-minute Vok time. Okay.
Yeah. Anything in 90 minutes. If you really put your heart into
90 MVT.
He leans in close and he goes, for example, I know your name's on that tablet.
Ooh.
My mother's surname is on that tablet. That is not my full name, and that means nothing. That was suspected.
Right, but 60 minutes since I'm talking to other people in the city, you know, I learned that it's more than that. And he looks underneath the arena at Huss. He's not good at keeping secrets. But I am. No one knows. And Huss climbs out on the opposite side of the arena over by Sormek, patching up Theo. Theo's like, thanks, man, my eye hurts so bad. And you see him crawl the opposite direction out over here. And you're over here talking to Vok.
Yeah, he better be far away.
And Tum Tum is obviously here.
Yeah.
He goes,
Hey.
If that guy gets back to the city, I'm not saying, you know, we're doing anything drastic. He's going to tell everybody that you might be. Now, not on purpose.
Kill him.
Not on purpose. He is accidentally making you lose your balance.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I need you to resist if you would like to resist.
Yeah.
Or you could deny the call out if you want to say you're not the Avatar. Don't fail this, Bolin will notice.
Right.
Oh no.
And, what
Which one are you doing?
Do I add anything to this?
What are you doing? Are you doing deny a call out or resisting it?
I'm gonna resist. I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world if Vok knows, but it is kind of.
That's a big change.
Look, if he's gonna be the coach and I'm going to screw up at some point in the arena, which is very likely, I would rather he know now. I would rather he know now and be able to help figure out the fallout of it than him not know. Because obviously
So you're resisting the shift?
They know.
What are you currently shifted right now? Are you centered?
I'm centered.
So you get no bonus from that.
Yeah.
And then, unless you think one of your attributes would apply,
I don't know that it would, but I got an 8, so I'll just stick with it.
An 8. So with an 8, you can resist shifting your balance, clear a condition mark, shift your balance towards the opposite principle of whatever he's saying. So your 2 principles are what?
Self-reliance and trust. I'm right.
So if you want, you could shift it the opposite way. I think he's accidentally pushing you towards self-reliance. He's not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Or you can learn their principle while he's questioning you if you would like. Or push his one more.
I already know his principle, though. It's ego, right?
Do you?
Fox?
Do you?
Valid question.
Do
you?
Yeah. Ask your question. Let me think.
But do you?
That was not helpful to my thinking
you?
time.
But do
you?
I will.
See, two bearded guys saying, "Do you know?" That's like
you?
Double wisdom all the way.
Yep. All the wisdom I could ever ask for. I'm gonna push myself towards trust since he was trying to make me go towards self-reliance. Because I think in this moment, Xenia has to believe that Shay and Sormek and Jade have her back. And that if she goes back to them and says, like, Huss is bad news and he's going to out me to everybody about being the Avatar, that they will help her figure that out.
So he goes, I just want to say, you just took your first training course. Amazing. You're 30 minutes into the 90 minutes VOC time. I'm just saying, it was very good. I don't mean the arena. I mean, like, right now, I was seeing if you would freak out, because I was worried if you freak out, we'd have to cover it, but at least it'd be here. Great job. And he, like, pats you on the back, like it was 100% on purpose. So, do we tell Bolin? I'm asking you. And also, we gotta pick a team lead. We need a leader for the team. And I think while I would like it to be you, Shay knows way more than you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make it Shay. Please do not make it me. Also, let's not tell Bolin right now.
He might know where Cora is, though. Wouldn't that be a good thing to ask him? We should ask him.
Vok, I'm going to put this very simply.
I
don't think Cora is where we can find her right now. I love that for you. But I don't think Cora is where we can find her right now.
I mean, he's right there.
No.
I'll just go ask.
I know. No. Fuck.
Are you trying to stop him?
I'm putting, I'm going to jut, part of the ground up in front of him so he trips and falls. No, I am jutting a rock out of the ground so he trips and falls.
Oh, wow.
Wow. All this trust just built, and you're tripping a man.
I am willing to talk to him afterwards, but he's going to rush away without listening to me. Would you say this is
a panicked response? One that, if you were to fail, would probably be air and not earth. I like this idea. Please roll your skills and training with your penalty from your balance shift. That was my setup for the last 3 minutes. Please roll low for once in your existence of this game.
Don't so low.
Right okay, so what am I subtracting from it?
What is your balance right now? -1?
Trust. It's a one door.
This isn't trusting at all, is it now?
Well, guess what? I only rolled a 4 anyway, so it's 3.
I'd like you to explain to close us out
my
tonight
gosh.
what your airbending looks like, because that was a failure. And I would also like to know, is it avatar form or just airbending? Your choice. No pressure.
Can I ask a quick question?
You sure can.
Of course you can. While you're ice packing his eye right now, yeah.
I understand that I might not be able to do this. In the back of my head, I was keeping in mind the ability to protect my sister at some point.
Sure,
so I had also made up one of the little turbines for myself.
Okay.
Is there the potential, and as the tail weaver, you can absolutely tell me no. Is there the potential that I could... Yep. I could hear this out of the corner of my eye. Wait.
Hear it out of the corner of your eye. Absolutely.
Hear that out of my ear corner. See it out of the corner. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, and attempt to like make it look like I did this air bending with a turbine thing that I have on me.
All right, so you're trying to cover for her. Shay, is there anything you're doing, or are you just too into what Bolin is telling you?
I'm too into what and Shay's tired too. He's pretty fatigued, Wade. But
okay.
Yeah, I would just be talking to Bolin and everything.
Okay. Jade, you're off in the back. Are you gonna go chill with Tum Tum? Where would you be during this?
I'm going with Tum Tum. I'm rubbing his tummy. Tum Tum's tummy.
So you're rubbing his tummy, and the kid is next to you, and he's like, "You have to teach me how to intimidate people like that. I'm so small. I need any way to do it. I heard you're really good at disguises. Can you make me look like an adult?"
Yes. Tum Tum, open.
So,
and then Tum Tum opens his mouth.
So, are you gonna help this kid learn to disguise himself? Because I will write down that this kid picks up that ability. Worst thing you could do.
Oh my god.
For me, great. This kid with disguise, horrible. He's basically a gremlin.
Let's do it. I mean, why not? Let's do
Bara
it.
is now learning how to pick a plucky bluki blagiopolis, whatever it's called. So you're not helping. So the only person who can help right now is Sormek. Sormek, I would say I am willing to say if you roll a 10 up, I will let you do this.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
But I'm gonna say I gotta ask one thing. Xenia, who are you guarding right now?
Like, who's my protector's burden? It's Shay.
Okay.
Because
at
the beginning of the episode, we hadn't made up yet. So,
all right.
Yeah, I have to pick it before the episode starts, and so it was Shay.
All right. This could be a good way to earn it back. I think it would be skills and training, but I don't think focus makes sense because this is very heartfelt. I think this has got to be passion. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that's not my good thing. Okay, all right. We're going for it.
Oh man.
What was
I
that?
can't see it.
12.
Cheering. I don't have
12. It's a 12. Very nice.
That's okay.
Well,
for moments like this is why I really like. I am a physical dice person.
Oh,
I have a billion dice around me right now. But for moments like this, I love Roll20 where I'm like,
I can pop it out. Here on.
There it is.
I agree.
no,
I agree.
There you go. Here you go.
Full success.
I got you, sis. I got
Here's
you.
his cheapness. I see a 0 if I scroll the way I want to scroll.
There was a 0. I don't know how there was any fucking way that we rolled a 0. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
A 12. Fine. Some nonsense. What does this look like, Xenia? Your wave of air, what does it look like? And I need to know how Sormek is covering this up.
I think in this moment she just panicked.
so mad.
Because she like Vok says like that he can keep his mouth shut, but she knows he can't, and so she just panics. And I think she puts her hand out to try to make like a rock come out of the ground just so he'll like trip enough to where she can stop him and talk to him, but it goes wrong and like a gust of wind takes his feet out from underneath him instead. And I think she's like almost so panicked and scared that like she starts to glow blue for a second and ducks behind the tree.
Great. That's awesome.
He just wants me to get caught in the avatar.
Oh.
So as the wind kicks out, Vox sees it, he's like, uh-oh. as it goes by, and then you cover it up. What does your cover up look like?
So I've got like this. I imagine that Sormek has a belt on at all times. You know, like a utility, a Batman utility belt.
I mean, you also
why not?
Airbend now.
Yeah. And he like pulls a little device from his pocket. He hears this thing going on and it's a miniature elk frog. That he sees it happening and he's like, "Oh my god, look at my cool thing!" And he pushes a button on it and it spins up this big turbine, and it just this blast of air comes out of it, and it goes over where Vac was. Fuck.
So Bolin sees the air shoot out, and he runs over. And he goes, "You can airbend with your technology? I have never seen anyone airbend with technology before." You know, that's not true. When I was doing Nuktuk, the Sky Pirate, they used wind turbines similar to that, but that's very small.
That's the exact technology that I mimicked this off of.
Do you think you could do that in a match if we put you in Zone 4? I feel like you'd be a better goalie, where nothing happens ever.
Well, I mean, I could, but then we wouldn't have a water pit.
Yeah, I think I could train Jade to use her weapon to do something along those lines. Well, anyway, I'm just saying. Hey, that's amazing.
Let's file that away. Am I allowed to use technology? Because if I could use technology, I could do some really wild stuff, especially for Shay.
Nope, you can only do small jet blasts. You can't do streams, my friend. You can't do ice. Can't do streams.
But there's this. Have you seen kerosene?
Huh? And it's like the camera pans back. You see the little kid. How are you making the little kid look like an adult to close us out for the night?
I'm gonna have him like, because we're around a wooded area, so the kid will be standing in like stilts that he's made out of like sticks.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, and like
my name is Spiegelspikeimeister the Fourth. I am an adult, is what he says.
Hello, fellow
adults. Mother.
I slap a straw. I slap a straw mustache on his face, like.
I have a bandana.
There you go. That works.
Says, "Mom, look at me." She's like, honey, you just ruined it by calling me Mom. You can't. We'll work on it. Come on. But look at this guy. He's fantastic. He's walking away from the group. In the background, you see Huss watching what happened. And the camera kind of cuts away to him staring at Sormek covering Xenia as he catches it in the act. Later on, as we cut away from all this, you see a silhouette, and I will do that for our minute at the end. Do we want to do our closing here? I'm gonna start with Adam this time because he has less to say for once.
Yeah, right.
What do you got left for the DAT Network for the month?
Well, DAT Network. I mean, tonight was the penultimate episode for Avatar. Everything else finished up. The last thing so far of this whole chunk of shows is our season finale next week for Avatar.
One more. Pro bending circuit, and
madness.
I promise I'm bringing guns.
Oh,
whoa!
It's gonna be nasty.
Real guns.
Yeah, we just
grenades
over on Frank House's channel. We just we finished Ogre Force, our first season. We're on break next Monday from Norse Foundry. We'll be back the following week for some more Blades in the Dark. Which how half of us are even alive after this past week, I have no clue. Yeah, but just be, we'll probably at least on the DAT Network be dark for I don't know, a week or two or something. We've got some other stuff planned, and I got to.
Are you announcing anything tonight?
No announcements yet.
Lame.
But
moving on. Roxy, what do you have going on?
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Oh.
I got some out.
I crushed Moxie's spirit.
He said bye.
I'm crying all over.
Moxie, what do you got
again.
going on? Anything new? Anything you could talk about? I know some of the stuff, but I don't know if it could be mentioned yet.
Yeah, so we just wrapped up Everyone's Forgotten. So I'm off on Mondays for like 3 weeks, which is unheard of. And then we'll bring in World Builders, which is our Lego inspired show, and we're really excited about that one. On the nights you don't
Ooh.
find me playing Avatar, I'm playing Descent into Avernus over on Homebrews and Homebodies. It's a D&D 5e game. This Saturday, I'm starting a brand new show. I am over on Band of Badgers every other week. So on the weeks that you don't see Frank House and Diana, you'll see me. Because I am going to be in Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And we're working with Beatles and Grimm and WizKids. And we are doing the Platinum Box edition that Beatles and Grimm released with their adventures that they wrote that are exclusive to the Platinum Box. So that's super exciting. And yeah, that's my life right about now.
You might see me over there during one of the weeks as the guest star.
Oh, that would be very fun. Let's go,
Not
Frank
for you,
House.
it
Bring
won't
it
be.
on.
It's going to be horrible.
That's all right.
Especially
Hemlock's
after
ready.
tonight and you somehow rolling nothing but 10 up.
Until it counted at the very end and I rolled up.
Yeah, I don't want to hear your crap. Geeks a Go-Go, Monica. I got to see you at Gary Conn. We got one green mace.
Yes.
Tuesday night, are you going to be working on your purple mace?
Yes, so you've seen the green mace. Tuesday night next week will be purple.
Too. It's big.
It is pretty hefty, but it's light. It's super light. So if you want to see me make my other half of that cabbage mace, which is going to be a purple color, it's really easy and it's really fun to make. I am streaming that next week on Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. Twitch.tv/geeksagogo. So far I can't announce some stuff yet because it's not final, but stay tuned.
All these non-announcements. Justice, do you have something announced for us?
I do. I hope that there's something that I can announce next week at the finale, but I don't know for sure. But what I can announce today is a brand new show that I got accepted to do. It's going to be a Vampire the Masquerade over on Gehenna Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's called Bleeding Kansas, and we're going to be vampires in the smallest little town outside of Reno called Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm super excited about it. It's going to be a blast.
When's that starting?
And we don't know yet. I have the authority to announce that it's coming, but I don't know exactly when. It's going to be a pre-recorded show, so we're probably going to we're looking at Fridays right now, coming in May.
Let me know.
Ish.
I want to play
I will.
Vampire.
I'm World of Darkness is such a fun system if you have not got the opportunity to play it. I can be seen when I'm not like out of town traveling or sick with terrible bugs and whatnot. You can find me on Mondays on Nat One Fun's channel. We're doing a completely improv hour show, which is it's a delight. It's just so much fun because we have zero planning to do for it. And we just sit down and we make a stupid story in an hour. And that's a blast.
Aww.
And then next month, I will definitely have something to announce that will be super cool and super fun. Find me on socials as Stashmandu. And I will be at PAX East if anybody will be there.
Ooh, nice.
I'm skipping PAX East. So I only have one announcement before we go to the solos. So I do have a new show coming out. We're going to be doing Death in Space from Free League Publishing over on EFP. You know all the Norse Foundry stuff. Follow me at Eric Frankhouse Presents for all the things that I do, which is way too much. April's a little better, but it's still way too much. Say bye, everybody, and I'm gonna close this out with our shadow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, friend.
Guys, give me my solo cam. All right, everybody. Now I got you alone, and these clowns can't hear me anymore, even though they can.
No, we can still hear you.
Which I don't like. I know you can hear me. The shadow pans back, and you see Huss making a call on a very similar device that was given to Sormek earlier. He says, "Hey, Kaz, I think I found her. If that was fake, I think it was. I know who the next avatar is. That means Korra's dead." "Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I can stir the pot. When do you want me to tell him?" And that's how I'm going to close out tonight's show, everybody. Have a great one. I can't wait until I get to say what happened to Korra. Bye.